Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling.
You fight with nobody.
This a dollar beat. This a dollar beat.
BoxingWords.com.
You won the belt with nobody.
BoxingWords.com.
This a dollar beat.
You never gonna get the fight, man. You're a horrible fighter.
BoxingWords.com.
Payday. You want payday. I know that. Oh, look at this guy. There's a plan to go for the belt, and I'm coming, man. I'm coming, my friend. Get the fuck out of here, man. Please, get the fuck out of here, man.
BoxingWords.com.
Because I'm gonna fuck you out right now, motherfucker.
BoxingWords.com.
Man, good morning, y'all. What up? What up, Danny?
Fuck is wrong with you?
Shit just ain't the same if it ain't a 420 special, man. It was like, yo, I think I lived out my, like, innermost fucking, it's just like my inner fantasy, bro. Like a studio that was catering to me and my marijuana pleasures, bro. Like everything else is just so corny.
It's gonna be all right, champ. You done did all this shit before 420, and you used to come in, you know, all excited.
But it was crazy yesterday.
It was pretty crazy.
Bro, it was just...
You still feeling it, or?
I definitely took that little one, the little pinky. I had that shit before I got here, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Nah, but I'm good. I'm just saying, it's like, that shit was actually official. Yeah. Did you enjoy it or what?
No, I enjoyed it, man. I enjoyed it. I think I was visibly, you know, affected.
Bro, you could tell from the short. Lord have mercy. Let me play that short, bro, because I know the YouTube
there was like
that.
Was like a moment in that short where you asked me something. I'm like, let's rock on. So I said some weird shit, yo. I'm like, but bro,
he said, let's rock on.
But bro, you could see it in my face. I was affected. You know, I was a victim.
You were affected for sure. Let me
Did you make the most of the rest of your day? I know your daughter in town and shit.
Actually, I did not. I was supposed to go roller skating. What happened? Went home, never woke up.
Oh, you must be in hot water with the old ball and chain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not doing so well.
Wait.
Yeah, Nessa's in trouble.
You got home
and just passed out.
Till when?
I just found out this morning that my daughter was trying to wake me up yesterday.
Oh God.
Yeah, no, I woke up like, I don't know, 7:45 p.m.
Yeah, that's terrible, bro. That's like a full sleep.
Yeah. No, and then I went but I got tired again because I went outside and just like had the computer and the cell phone on the back, you know what I'm saying, overlooking the pool, feeling like $1 million in a red Versace robe. And smoked a few more joints and got tired enough to go back to sleep like around 10. But nah, I needed that shit, bro. Like I told you don't overdose. You just the computer shuts down. It's like restart.
But I went to sleep till about like 5
p.m.
Let me tell you. And then I woke up and I had fell asleep and I woke up and just cut the game on. I smoked a pinky and another one, and another one, and then I went back to sleep.
Damn. So how'd you get 2 pinkies, huh?
No. It was the first one was the pinky, but then I'm talking about 2 more.
That
calls.
shit be rocking. You know what that is, right? That's like THC oil, and then they roll the joint in keef, and it's just like crazy. But let me get a screen share here. Oh, is that Quentin Randall already? Nice and early. Talk about official tissue. Let me, all right, he's ready. Check out this short, guys.
Every day.
Oh, wait. Because I love that he started with that.
Smoke weed every day.
Morning TBV. Oh, yeah.
Hey, papi, que lo que? Stillsy.
So let's get this party started. Oh, did you spin that wheel, Miraja?
Let's rock out.
Look right there, you look extra big.
Like, bro, I just
Weed is just coming in here anyway. We might as well light up in here before they put her to cure. Oh my goodness. Damn, smoke, bro. Smoke. Bro, you was looking big. Nice and toasted. I do feel like a chef. He massage it.
well, it takes time.
Look.
Yo, they are terrible for that. Let me tell you.
He's great. He's amazing, bro.
Oh man,
the only thing I want for him is like a network to come knocking for him, so that he could be on the biggest stage.
Oh, you talking about Chappelle?
I'm talking about Jemmy.
Oh.
I think he's talented, bro. I think this shit is amazing, bro.
No, okay. Yeah, no, Jemmy's
Yo,
like that for
YouTube
sure.
hated on me though. This one was a short, uploaded like a short, and they made it a video, bro. They don't like the marijuana. They played it. That was tight, bro. I can't even believe they had the ability to do that. Like, how do you just change a video from a short? Because when it's a short, you could just keep scrolling.
Right. Oh, I got you.
You know what I'm saying? And when it's a video, you stuck.
Yo, we got
next.
We got an early super chat. New York Bullet. First thing in the morning saying TBV, glad the homie Danny is alive. Yes, I am glad I am here with you guys still. Myself. I'm glad I'm alive myself. QG, not to be confused with GQ, says I'm from Newark in Las Vegas for Shakur's fight. Any TBV parties?
I wish, man. I wish. But
No, yeah, Friday, right? I thought the day before Shakur's fight, right? The 29th.
Yeah, but we working.
Oh, okay.
Where you going?
No, it's still a party.
Q from North. What up, Q? Nah, but parties, bro. Like, yo, I'm out here grinding. So Friday, I'm trying to actually do an extra show, and that's Friday the 29th. We're trying to do an extra show. So, yeah. But it looks like we got our first guest early in the morning Breakfast Club of boxing. None other than Quentin Randall in the building. And we're going to be asking him a few questions. And if you have any particular that you want asked, you know what to do. Head on over to patreon.com/The Boxing Voice, which is still the best choice for this particular process until, we 100% got it down pack with posting the question both on YouTube members and Patreon. Right now, it's a Patreon thing, but Quentin Randall's post is there. I believe he's from Houston, right?
Yes.
All right, I'm nice.
Houston.
We're bringing in Quentin to the back cam. Oh, dang, he's pretty tall.
5'11", I want to say.
Good morning, Mr. Randall. How are you? And you got a set of headphones right there for you so you can hear us nice and clear. Let me just take that head. Yeah, man. Let the world see exactly who you are so that there's no confusion whenever they bump into you. They get that autograph, man. I hear you're the next big thing.
Man, I'm the next Quentin Randall. That's it, man. I don't want to be like nobody else but me.
Well, I said next big thing. That's only you.
Oh, most definitely.
Okay.
Most definitely.
So I believe I got introduced to you through my Houston correspondent Val, right? You guys have a tight relationship? Yeah. Cool. You allow him in the gym to see what you can do. He's been telling me about you for quite some time, man.
Yeah, I bring Val with me. Shit, if he want to rock with me, he can come wherever he want to go. He done been in my house. I took him to a couple of events. Like, Val, my guy.
That's
Shout
official,
out-
man.
shout
We
out to
appreciate
Val.
the access. And you have a pretty tight relationship with a lot of the Houston guys out there, right? Like the Shakurs and the James Princes, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I'm cool with a lot of people. I'm cool with a lot, and this is some of them I don't fuck with.
Well, I will not name names so we don't get into that conversation. Unless you want to, man, you can say, you know.
Nah, I mean, it's cool. If it pops up, I'm going to speak on it, but if it don't,
Up.
I ain't
Well,
gonna say nothing
one
about
thing I want to speak on is you were the first guy to take Clay Collins-O. You were the guy to take Clay Collins-O. It was a lot of buzz.
Damn,
Behind-
you took the undefeated prospect killer's so he ain't kill you. Okay.
Nah, Clay Collins was my toughest fight. thus
I'm
far.
sure. He's
To
a
this
little
day,
dog.
that was your third professional fight to
Yeah.
this day. That's
That was
been,
my toughest
Did
fight.
you know who he was?
Nah.
Exactly, because I wouldn't have took.
that was
Your
bef-
manager must ain't know. At the third fight, that was crazy.
and that was before the pandemic. Let's remind everybody, Clay got his notoriety during the
Yeah.
pandemic, the bubble and whatnot. So, no, I mean 8-0.
Actually, for me, I got put on Clay before that. Remember, he was on that one PBC card with that kid. I think it was like Fajardo. They was pumping up the Al Santum in high school, and my man was a little pit bull, and Clay slept him.
Yeah, I think that was actually after my fight with Clay.
Oh yeah,
that was after my fight.
Yeah, because it says here on BoxRec that Clay fought you at 1-0 with one draw. So that was you got him early.
Yeah, I would beat him late anyway. But Clay, my guy, Clay a good tough guy. It was just that when I seen him, we knew he was an MMA fighter. We knew it wasn't too much boxing film on him, so we knew he had the advantage as far as the boxing skills go. But we knew he was gonna be tough. We weighed in. I was actually bigger than him than the weigh-in. I seen this nigga the next day. I said, oh, shit. This motherfucker blew about 25, 30 pounds. I said, okay. So, but yeah, it was a good fight. I won every round. Then I put him down in the fourth. So, but shit, he never stopped coming.
So who's your manager?
I don't have a manager.
Oh.
My coach works there. Peter Kahn was my manager.
Peter, oh man, what happened?
I let
he
Peter-
doing good right now.
Yeah, he doing good with everybody else but me. Peter, my guy, ain't got nothing bad to say about
I mean,
Peter.
truth be told, Van Heerden is also his guy. And look, it was a minute. You know, he before the Ennis fight, he had been inactive. After the Ennis fight, pretty long inactivity, and now he just got this Conor Ben fight. So it isn't easy always. You know, I will say it was. If anything, it wasn't just you, but seems like now he's got more television opportunities for his guys. You know, with the Zone and with Top Rank.
I was with him when he signed a deal with Triller. When he became the consecutive,
You were on that Jake Paul, Ben Askren undercard, right,
Yeah.
in Atlanta?
And so it was just a whole bunch of some boys. Peter Kahn, like I ain't got nothing bad to say about Pete, but 2 fights in 2 years, one damn sure.
No, of course.
So with that being said, I just had to go a different direction. I was like, man, you having a hard time moving me at 8-0. I'll come back and holler at you when I'm 16-0. And so we can probably do more business then. You could probably move me more efficiently then, give me bigger fights then. But as of right now, yeah, I can't afford to wait on you and nobody else.
And since then, it seems like you had one fight. Now, what happened with this last fight? Obviously, it's a technical draw. There was a headbutt. Can you just give us some details? Obviously, we don't have any tape.
Man, he didn't want to fucking fight, man. That punk. First of all, I knew where I was at. I'm in Mexico. I'm in his hometown. First round was
His
easy.
last name, Alvarez.
Yeah, first round was easy. I ain't had no problems. I hurt him with a body shot in the end of the first round. I said, okay, I know what I'm gonna do. So he switched southpaw in the second round. And I'm trying some roughhouse tactics, and he caused the headbutt. And then, so when they pulled him to the side, he didn't show no interest of keep going. Like, I've been cut 5 times. 4 of them was in the amateurs. And every time I've ever been cut, I'm telling the doc, nah, I'm good. I've had bad cuts. Now I'm good. I still want to fight. And every fight that I've ever been cut in, I've always won. He didn't show no interest in wanting to fight. He was just looking like a sad dog. I was like, come on, man. And so they called the fight off. So when his fans started booing him, then he made it seem like he wanted to fight again. So it was too late by then.
That sucks because I'm sure there was a lot of cost in going out to Mexico.
Yeah, I don't pay for none of that. I came there for one thing and one thing only. That was kick ass and come on back home.
So you have something scheduled here for the Lone Star Convention Expo.
That's next Saturday.
Yeah, that's April 30th. Same day Shakur did more fights. So I'm trying to whoop my opponent ass quick so I can get out the ring and go watch Shakur, Troy, and Keyshawn fight.
So now that's for the same vacant WBC silver welterweight title that was on the line for your last fight. So obviously still I guess, a bit hopeful there, right? Because winning these regional titles, I feel like often gets overlooked, but that's how you move up in these rankings.
For sure.
You know, that's how you move up in these rankings. So that's good that that's still on the line for yourself. But I mean, a week and a half out, you know, talk to us. You know, how you feeling going into this fight, and you know, where's your mindset at?
Well, my mindset is always on seek and destroy. I feel good. I mean, I've been in camp for the longest. My camp never stopped after the last fight got canceled because I knew I was going to be back in action real soon. So I came out here. I've been out here for like the last week and a half getting work. I'm always trying to go wherever the best work at. Houston has good work as well, but it was so many styles I was just used to seeing. So I decided to come out here and just get different looks. But
So what kind of looks have you been getting?
You in the Top Rank gym with them, right?
yeah, I haven't had no problems with nobody. Out of all the guys I sparred, some was more experienced than others, but I haven't had no problems.
Who'd you spar?
I sparred some dude named Quintavious Cash.
Oh,
Some kid from Hawaii.
wait. You talking about the 54 pounder?
Yeah.
Out of Atlanta.
Quantavious. Yeah. From Atlanta. Okay, that's Mike Leonardi's fighter.
Yeah, I sparred him. I've been sparring.
How was he? He's pretty educated with his left hand.
Yeah, he was good work. Oh, he was having fun in there. We was doing some little light trash talking, but we was having real good fun.
All right,
Right?
some trash talking too.
It was all good work though. I sparred him. I was giving Nico Walsh a couple rounds just to.
Nico out here.
Yeah.
Hit up Evan, man.
All right.
I wanted
Ben
to.
told us that.
I wanted to test the water.
How was that? Ali's
Like I said,
what is that? Grandson?
Like I said, I didn't have a problem with nobody. I sparred some amateur kid from Hawaii. He probably was the best one I sparred.
Hawaii?
Yeah, some amateur kid. And some dude from France.
Mumi?
Dark kid from France. He came out here with this
weight
heavyweight
class?
kid.
Oh, he with Yoka. He with Tony
Yeah,
Yoka.
yeah.
Yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about. I saw him
You
get
know
some
his
work.
name?
They call him Frenchie. That's all I don't know his
Frenchie.
name. Yeah.
I don't, but
I hope he a dog.
So I got some work with
Yeah,
on
I
him.
get it.
I got it.
No, you didn't.
I haven't had no problem. Like I said, I haven't had no problems with nobody since I've been out here. It's been good work.
So
I
what
sparred a
weight
couple-
class do you want to campaign at? Because it seems like your box rank's all over the place. Are you slowly getting down to more
No, my
serious?
last 3 fights have all been at 147.
Well, I mean, but they all say a different weight.
Nah, they shouldn't have. The Triller fight, the top rank fight when I fought on the Loma card, when I fought John Carlos Rivera, that was 147. I didn't fight again until I fought on Triller. That was 147. And then my last fight for the WBC, that was at 147 as well.
Yeah, I mean, the last one that with Ivan Alvarez, they got you at 45. The one before that at 49. The one before that at 47. Before that, 46.
yeah, welterweight. Welterweight.
Yeah, in and around, but not 47. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. When you're not fighting for the title, you don't have to make the weight. I'm just saying it does also show that he's going down. So that's why I wasn't sure, because the last weight is 45. And if you look, the first weight is in the 53s, you know? 50, 53, 53, 49, 55, 46, 47. So it starts showing like he's going down. So I wasn't sure.
Nah, I damn sure didn't try to weigh in at 45. I just happened to cut so much weight. I don't ever have a problem cutting weight. Weight falls off me easy. But I ain't never been down to 140. I stop at 147.
I mean, you a big welterweight. At 140 would be even bigger. But just after what you came out your last fight, unintentional headbutt, what would you say was your biggest takeaway there? Because obviously, I feel like your last fight's always your biggest fight. So
Don't let a motherfucker get that close to you. I got long arms. I can keep somebody at range, but then I do like to fight on the inside too, because my inside skills are underrated. But yeah, don't let a motherfucker touch you. Don't let them get that close to you and try that rep shit within the first 4 rounds, because it can all end with just a headbutt. And so you back at stage 1, nobody wins nothing, nobody accomplishes shit.
I gotta ask, right, with certain fighters, we always say, oh, that fighter takes off the first 2-3 rounds. We call them fill-out rounds. But then you get situations like yours. So after 4, it's official, right? That's what you said, don't get touched in the first 4 rounds. But what if you are one of those fighters who does take a few fill-out rounds, and then next thing you know, 5th round, you get a headbutt, and now y'all got to go to the official scorecards. What are your thought process on that? Because obviously, if it's a fight like that, then you're at risk of losing really quick because of those fill out rounds. Or what do you recommend for fighters like that?
Man,
that do take those fill out rounds.
Fill out rounds are important. You just can't go out there banging. Some people do, and that's what happened to Tio when he came out there. He didn't respect George Kambosos. He didn't do a fill out round. He tried to do a knockout round, and you see what happened to him and threw the whole momentum of the fight off. I'm a fill out type of guy. It takes me 2 minutes to see what I need to see in that very first round. It may take the full round, but I'm always win the round. I'm gonna secure the round anyway. Even though I'm filling you out, I'm gonna keep my jab in your face. I'm gonna secure the round, even though I'm still filling you out. So there's a way you can still fill your opponent out and still win the round. You don't have to just be defensive minded the whole time, just moving. You can still control the tempo and pace with the jab alone. And see what you need to see what the feints open up for you, and then round 2, you execute.
Yeah, I never understood the thought process behind filling out a person and losing the round. I prefer to put them rounds in the bag.
Yeah, I'm gonna fill you out, but I'm still gonna win that round.
Exactly.
I'm still gonna win the round.
So we had put out a post for our people to ask you a couple questions. In San Antonio, James Valdez asks, if the fight with Vergil Ortiz versus Boots happened in 2023, who wins and how? Do you know Vergil at all, being from Texas? I know you're from Houston. He's from San Antonio, but...
No, I've never met Vergil. I never met Vergil. I seen him from
Dallas.
Yeah, he's from Dallas.
Oh,
I met Boots a couple times in the amateurs. But if they did fight, I had Boots by stoppage.
So when you met Boots, you mean in the ring or you mean at a tournament?
No, at a tournament. No, I seen him fight at a tournament, and him and Shakur fought in Philly at the Olympic qualifier. And Boots
not each other though.
No. Boots had one outstanding fight of the war. Shakur won his weight class. Boots won his weight class, and that was my first time ever seeing him fight. And I was like, man, this little nigga cold. And so there's only been 3 amateurs that I've watched that had me stuck. Like, damn, these little niggas is nice. It was Shakur, Boots, and Keyshawn. Now, I've seen a lot of cold ones like Duke Reagan, Troy Isley, Tiger Johnson. Like, those are my little brothers. But them first 3 I named, yeah, they had me like, ooh-wee.
Well, I haven't been able to see Boots get any sparring in, but I've seen Shakur and Keyshawn get plenty of sparring. And kind of what you say, they stood out to you, and they have always stood out to me. What do you think it is about guys like Shakur, guys like Boots, that really separates themselves? I mean, obviously, like you said, since the amateurs, they made a lasting impression. So what do you think, and it's shown now in the pros, what do you think separates them from everybody else?
Some people, it's the way they think, the way they are, the way they train. I mean, they train hard just like anybody else. They train as hard as if a guy that don't have any skills and he know his only way of beating you is to outwork you. They train like that, and then some. But the way they think in the ring, the shit that they see in their head, they actually can put it out there. You got some guys that can, okay, I want to throw this type of combination, but they feel like they're too out of range or too inside, so they won't throw it in to fuck up their whole thing. With them, they're going to find space. They're going to make range. They're going to do whatever necessary to get the shot they are. They're real precise. They stand out like it's shit.
So for you to say the way they think, right? Every name you mention is like young guys. So for them to be young, they're still getting that experience in the ring. Do you think that ring IQ comes through from sparring? You think it's just them sparring other top guys that they're able to obtain that ring IQ, that knowledge? Because when you talk about the Keyshans and the Shakurs, we always, for years, been seeing them posting pictures sparring with Terrence and, the Devin Haney's and other, top guys. So do you think that is obtained via sparring?
No, most definitely, because sparring is tougher than fights sometimes. Especially when they was posting pictures of them sparring, they were still amateurs a lot. So them 3 rounds of amateur fights you gonna get is not gonna compare to you going 9-10 rounds with somebody like Terrence Crawford,
of course,
and you and Devin Haney going toe to toe. Or it's just different. The sparring is gonna be tougher, because then when you get in them deep rounds that you're not used to being in the amateurs, you got to fight. You got to think more. You gonna have to, because you're gonna be in situations like this later in life. So what you gonna do now?
So not because of what he's done in the ring, but because of what you've seen in the ring, a fighter like Keyshawn Davis, with so little fights, but we hear all these top guys mentioning him. He's the next one. He's the next one. Is it too soon from what you've seen, right? Not because of what he's done in the ring, but from what you've seen, is it too soon to say he is one of those talents along with the Shakurs and the Devin Haney's and the Gervonta Davis, right? Because they're talking about that lightweight division, all this young talent between 30 and 40. Do you think it's too soon, or do you think it's right to mention him along those names from what you've seen of him in the ring?
I don't believe it's too soon. He's going to get the test that he's been craving, and he's going to take it. He's going to perform flawlessly. But at the same time, they didn't do that. They did the same thing with Shakur. Look at he at now.
Absolutely.
He came out the gate because he was a silver medalist in the Olympics, and they was talked about him highly until he won his first world title. I think he had 9 or 10 fights. So Keyshawn not too far behind him. And so, but Keyshawn is has a more exciting style. Shakur is real defensive minded. He gonna pick you apart. Keyshawn mean.
You don't think Shakur kind of stepped it up a notch?
No, that Jamel Herring fight, yeah, most definitely. That Jamel Herring fight, that fight went exactly as I predicted. And shout out to Jamel because Jamel the dog. But I watched them spar for years as well, spar each other. So I kind of had an idea on where that fight was gonna go.
Now the three of you, yourself obviously fighting April 30th, and then Keyshawn and Shakur, who we've been speaking about. Ideally for you, right? This is a fight that 2 months after your last outing. What does a perfect 2022 look like as far as activity for yourself?
Give me 6 to 8 fights. Let me get 6 to 8 fights in. This would have been my third one. The fight in Detroit got canceled when we got out there. The Mexico fight ended in a technical headbutt. This would have been my third. So I'd have been 3 to the good right now. That'd have been perfect for me. So if I can get 6 in and 40 years out, of course, keep.
How are you able to get all these fights without a manager?
I have somebody who I signed a small 1-year deal with, promotion wise. It's called Next Fight Up Promotion, and so they're locally out of Houston, and so he has a lot of connections with a lot of different people, and a lot of people owe him favors. So he gets the spots for me. So with that being said, I'm trying to 6 fights, man. I take a good 6. Put me one step in the right direction. Hopefully land a spot on one of these PBC cards or top rank cards. I'm really looking to fight one of their prospects, somebody who they think they got stock in, and I'm going to flush them.
Like who?
In the 54?
Nah, 47. I don't fight 54.
Damn, that's right, 47. Ooh, Cody Crowley?
I like Cody Crowley. I just seen him fight. That last performance he just had against Jesse Vargas, that wasn't it. I've seen him fight better than his last fight when he fought that undefeated guy when they thought he was going to lose.
Yeah, Quadrichillo.
Yeah, so
the last guy he fought was actually not Jesse Vargas.
Sotecito Lopez. Yeah, I'm tripping. But that performance wasn't it. But I like Cody Crowley. I want Paul Crow.
What? So
right.
You seen him before?
I was in the amateurs with Paul Crow for years. We was in the amateurs together.
So y'all fought?
No, we never fought. We was always in the same weight class.
Why Paul Crow out of all people? Because it's not like he's buzzing. It's not like he got a TV deal, but he's dangerous.
He's dangerous,
you think he's like?
If he's anybody that's higher than me in the rankings, I want to fight you.
Oh, so it's nothing personal.
It's nothing personal, no. Because if I beat you, I take your ranking, I move one step up close up the ladder. And
but you see something though.
Yeah, I see a lot.
In that last fight, right?
Well, that's my boy. He fought Marquise Taylor, and I bet it. I went to Bravada. I bet all my damn money, and they gave him. I knew they was gonna do some.
They robbed him though. Yeah. We saw that fight.
But Showbox known for doing shit like that. They did the guys. They did it to man. I've seen Showbox ruin people's lives.
They did it to Kenneth Sims versus Montana Love.
Yeah, so I done seen Showbox do people dirty for a long time. For Matisse, Mattis dude that was from Cleveland. On Toledo, Ohio, Montana Love partner when he fought that Russian dude the first time when he got dropped, got his ass cooked. They gave the other dude the fight. I was like, man, so I've seen Showbox do that time after again. I don't never want to fight on Showbox. Not next generation. Put me on Showtime. But if I was fighting on Showbox, nah, never. I never get them satisfactory if I want me.
Yeah, man.
I got a couple more here. But before I get to these questions, because these people asking you about other people, I know you have sparred both of the guys in this year's super fight. So who you picking?
Nobody. Man, look, let me say it like this.
Who you betting on then? You already said you were better. Don't give me that bullshit.
Yeah, I'm a better. I'm a big time better.
So who you big time betting on?
Man, look.
T-Bud or Earl Spence?
If I do bet, I'm a bet. Okay, I'm from Houston. Earl from Dallas. It's a Texas thing. I got number of respect for both of them. But I know Crawford more personally than I know Earl.
So he betting on Crawford, y'all.
I ain't say a goddamn
Yes,
thing.
you did.
Bro. I ain't say nothing.
Yes,
what I'm
you
saying
did.
is
That's the Shakur click anyway.
it's gonna be a
all
great
leaning
fight.
Crawford.
It's gonna be a great fight. I think, man, it's a toss up. I'm leaning one way by 5%, 55-45, but it's gonna be a great ass fight.
So he definitely going Crawford. So
say
so
nothing.
Crawford.
I don't know, man,
the
because
work with Crawford.
he got me. He said it's a Texas thing. So now I'm kind of trying to read his body language.
No, you ain't listen though. He said it's a Texas thing, so it's all respect. But I'm more familiar with Crawford, so he been in the ring more with Crawford. He see what Crawford could do more. I mean, come on,
Yeah,
you
but
gotta
I didn't
read
hung
between
out
the
with
lines.
Earl. I'd have been to the clubs with Earl. He didn't invite me out personally, so I'm not putting a name out there. What I do know is I got number of respect for both of them, and I'm a supporter of both of them.
And you betting on Crawford?
Hell no, I ain't betting on either one of them. When they fight, I'm letting
You
them.
know you gonna make somebody that listen to me. I spar both of them. I'm betting. They ain't gotta know I bet. I'm making that money. You know exactly what
But
you know, and you ain't gotta tell us. I'm not forcing you to tell us.
I don't think it's gonna be crazy odds as far as it's gonna be so fucking.
It's already
close.
crazy odds. What you mean?
I mean, it's gonna be so close.
And let me no, it's already crazy odds, especially for you as a Crawford fan, and that's who you gonna bet on. Earl is the favorite right now, so that means you make plus money on Crawford right now. You wait till the fight actually get announced, and you might not make no money because all the Crawford fans will put money and then it'll bring the line down. That's usually how it works. But when's the last time you sparred Earl?
But I ain't sparred Earl in years. I was trying to give him some work.
How many years?
Since 2018, 2019.
Ooh.
I was trying to give him
So
some
he could be a
sparring.
completely different man for all you know.
Yeah, I was trying, and I'm a different fighter too. So I was really trying to see where I was at right now. But I was trying to give him work for this camp. I called him up like 10 times. Like he told me we could get some work beforehand. But when the camp started, I think Derek James just wanted to keep the sparring partners that he had because they always use the same sparring partners. They don't ever really bring nobody in from the outside, and I just think they wanted to keep it like that. Earl gave me the okay, but I couldn't get through. So I hit Derek James up. He was like, man, maybe next time. But he wanted me to spar, he said, probably with Frank Martin. And Frank Martin's my guy. I think he's a real underrated guy. Underrated, yeah. So when he start creeping up on you and start sneaking up on and putting people to sleep, like, 'cause he's looking fucking flawless. And so I don't think he lost a round yet in the pros. But and Frank was on the USA team with me. So a lot of people sleep on Frank. Frank been at it for a long time. He's been at it for a long time.
Do you think a lot of people sleep on, or maybe not sleep, but do you think Derek James doesn't get the credit, that he deserves, right? We've seen improvements in Jermell Charlo.
Man, Derek James is a hell of a coach. He a hell of a coach. I feel like this, from all he's done, he got 2 champions, and both got 3 belts apiece. They're both one fight away from being undisputed. All he needs is really one to punch a ticket. And if both of them do or both of them don't, he's still a hell of a coach to get them this far.
Absolutely.
Improve that knockout, because Jermell Charlo wasn't getting no knockouts when he was with Ronnie Shields. He wasn't getting no knockouts. Like, he was more of a boxer. He was boxing. He was moving. Jamal was known for the punches, the power, the thud. He was a smooth boxer when he was with Ronnie. He left Ronnie, got with Derek James. Derek James had him sitting on his punches more, and he been getting knockout after knockout after knockout. Now his power's scary. Now he's the big dog in the division because can't nobody stand in front of him. But before that,
but
it
you
was
don't
never
think
like
he's
that.
losing something though? Like, this is a
he's
guy.
losing. He's lost.
A guy that outboxed Rosado fucking 10 years ago. Damn.
Yeah, and Marty Rojan. So he's lost the ability to move fluidly in the ring, to box on his toes, to be light. Because before then, that's all he was ever doing.
I feel like he's fighting angry too. Like, everything is like.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm gonna kill you now versus jab, jab, straight right hand and put him down.
Yeah, that's how he be. It be I be like, shit. He fights with a lot of aggression, but it served him well up to this point. It served him well, but
I mean, you gonna tell me that Harrison's second fight was clean?
Oh no,
it was happening again.
I thought he was getting his ass whooped,
and that's what I'm saying, because he on this. So Harrison just didn't hold up.
Yeah,
like somebody else that stay on their toes and more defensive minded.
Harrison is probably the all-around best skillful fighter in that division, but him and Lubin has the weakest chins.
Or Tank. I think Harrison's issue is the fucking Tank, not the chin.
No, I don't think that, because we've seen him get hurt early. We've seen him get hurt mid-range in fights, and we've seen him get hurt late. So it's not that. Charlo put him down late. Jared Hurd stopped him in like the 9th round. Then he got stopped late against Charlo. So
yeah, which is all. That's why I don't think
not the tank.
None of them is early. That's why I think it's tank because they all towards the end. After he's outboxing you, he likes to say mentally he gets fatigued. Like it's too easy, so he gets lackadaisical.
Nah, hell no. It wasn't no lackadaisical when he fought Jared Hurd. Jared Hurd didn't give him time to be lackadaisical. Jared Hurd was on his ass from round 1. And so when the body shots start to take a toll on him, that was no lackadaisical. That was me breaking. That was him breaking him down simultaneously. Now when he fought Jamel that second time, he was beating him up. I thought, but Jamel has a solid chin because he was in Jamel with some shit. But then he switched up the whole game plan. He didn't box like he did in that first fight. He walked him. Which
is crazy. I don't know how long you've been following Harrison, but remember when he was with Emmanuel Stewart, bro, he was considered a puncher.
Yeah, I've been following
Big
Tony
puncher.
Harrison for a minute. I watched his first loss. I was so surprised because he got knocked out in the last round, I think.
You talking about to Nelson?
Yeah.
I was at that fight in Connecticut.
Second to last.
Yeah,
second to last.
That's what I'm telling you. All his stoppages come late, so it just. I mean, I'm not a boxer. You can see things that I can't see, so maybe you're right, and I'm gonna consider it. But it just feels like they all late, so it's like, damn, he gassing out.
No, that was my theory about him as well, because he starts off great. He gonna pile them rounds in the bag. Mm-hmm. And when he gets to that round 8, it hits a switch. Everything goes down the drain.
I wonder if that wouldn't because Emmanuel used to preach go for the kill, and when he was with Emmanuel, yes, the opposition wasn't the level of opposition he's facing now, but he was going for the kill. Mm-hmm. And there's always that moment that Emmanuel had with Vlad in the corner, like he's like, go on, you gotta knock this motherfucker out. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if Harrison needs that. Cause he's so boxer first and looking cute. Maybe he needs an Emmanuel like, yo, bro, stop playing with your food.
Look, I don't know, but I know for a fact I was extremely impressed in his last fight against Sergio Garcia. Mm-hmm. I mean,
but it was all boxing.
Yeah, it was all
That's
boxing.
That's what I'm saying. He might need somebody to turn on that killer again.
Nah, if you turn on that killer, that's gonna put him in harm's way because you're gonna be more aggressive.
Bro, but he obviously something is up because he'll be boxing great for 9 rounds. Then it's like, something happens.
Yeah, but if you look, his only
in them 9 rounds, he got to land a solid one to get him out of there.
His only losses have been by TKO. So maybe he doesn't do that, and maybe he just boxes at this level because if he does get caught, you get what I'm saying. Like if your 3 losses are all by knockout, maybe you need to be a bit more cautious late in the fight to.
Yeah, I would build them rounds up early, dominate like I do early, but when I get past that 7-8 round, I'm boxing the rest of the way. I'm using that jab. I'm using my feet. I'm just gonna change the whole tempo of the fight up.
He's a great pivoter.
Yeah, because
have you ever sparred him?
Nah, I tried to get to one of his camps, but he turned me down because he turned me down. I believe because at the time I was cool with Jamel Charlo, and
at the time,
yeah,
we're gonna double back to that.
And then I think they was getting ready to. They weren't finna fight each other, but they was finna fight each other soon, and so he probably felt like, nah, I was gonna be doing some sparring type shit, so. It didn't pay. But we gonna definitely get in the ring. Whenever I see him, I'm telling him we gotta get some work in.
So what was that? You was trying to get him ready for the Ishe fight, or?
I think it was the Ishe Smith fight. It was one fight. I can't remember exactly which fight it was, but I got a guy that's from Detroit. His name is we call him Doc. And he asked me that I want to come get some work with Tony Harris. I was like, hell yeah. I want to work with anybody who's elite. But then Tony Harrison just down. He didn't want to fuck with it. I guess he didn't want to work with me because I was from Texas and I was cool with Jamel. So I didn't take nothing personal, but I understood. But I'd love to get some work with him.
I got Young Tigre that says Sean Porter versus Margarito in their prime. Who wins and how?
No plaster.
Sean Porter versus
Antonio Margarito.
I'm going with Sean Porter. Fuck about. I ain't never thought much of Antonio Margarito at all. I think Sean Porter outdog him. It won't be like a Sugar Shane Mosley type fight, but because Sean don't hit hard like that. But I do think Sean would have been able to outdog him.
Yo, Mosley, that was Mosley's. I can't say best.
Nah, because Mosley at 130, 135 was a monster.
But that was an amazing performance. I just remember, like, was it a right hand? And he just kept, and my man's like falling slowly off the rope. It was crazy. And then obviously Nassim found the plaster of Paris right before. That was a crazy night. I got Coach Myers in Connecticut who says, who's the toughest fighter you've been in the ring with, amateur, pro, or just in sparring, and why?
Keyshawn. Keyshawn. I've been in the ring with a lot of people. I've been in the ring with Earl, Crawford, Regis, Jamel Charlo, Darwin Price, Marquis. I've been in the ring with a lot of motherfuckers. Ain't nobody ever.
That's my man.
Ain't nobody ever whooped my ass like Keyshawn did. And we both was in great shape at the time. We was in Colorado Springs. And I had been sparring Keyshawn for a minute, but I watched him progress. I've seen him when he first stepped in the gym. We was on the USA team. I've seen him get better and better and better. After each sparring session, after each fight, after each tournament, he was winning silver or gold. And one day, he crossed that bridge over there with me. So we was in the ring, and he was on my ass. I was like, ooh, he was on my ass in the first round. We had 5 more to go.
How long ago was that?
That was 2018, 2019. We sparred again since. I think we sparred last year when he came to Jay Prince gym. But yeah, that was then.
Different result, I'm assuming.
Yeah, different results this time around. Yeah. But that time, shit, he threw my ass up.
New York Bullet says, "What's up, champ? Is there a dream fight with any legend you personally would have liked to seen yourself against?" So you versus a ledge.
Gotta be Floyd, right?
Why? Why you leading the witness, man?
Nah. I would love to fight Floyd. I would love to fight Pacquiao Bernard.
Bernard, that's interesting. People usually don't want to fight B-Hop. He a little slippery,
Yeah.
He definitely sneaky, boy.
I watched Bernard, Roy, and Floyd as a kid growing up. That's all who I ever really watched. I watched a little bit of Zab as well, but it was always Floyd, Bernard, and Roy. Those were the only 3 I used to always watch.
Bro, that Bernard Chad Dawson one Atlantic City had me super tight. And when he faked like he was hurt, oh, that shit had me tight.
Chad Dawson didn't turn out to be what everybody thought he was gonna be, but he was
I don't know about that, man.
He's a good fighter.
Big Bad Chad was killing shit. He was forced to go down to fight War because HBO wasn't invested in him the way they was invested in War. War was the golden boy. He was the one with the gold medal. So they sold out Chad. Chad was up there. Come on, man. He beat Roy first.
Made him go down from 75 to 68.
Chad beat everybody.
Yeah, Chad beat Roy.
Didn't he beat Roy? Hell yeah, he beat Roy.
He beat no Roy.
I'm looking it up, man. He beat
I
Roy.
don't remember Chad Dawson beat no Roy Jones.
Yeah. And then he beat Tarver too.
He beat Tarver.
Right, and Glenn Johnson.
And Glenn Johnson. But I
And I think Adamic too. In his prime, I think he gave Adamic the first win.
He fucked up and lost to John Pascal. That's
he beat Tarver twice.
Yeah, he never fought Roy.
And never fought Roy. And then
Roy, fuck.
B-Hop, fucking your situation, no contest in the second round.
Yeah, that was the Atlantic City fight. Then he rematched him.
No, that was a late fight, and then the rematch was Atlantic City. Yeah, but then obviously went down. Shit, for the first time. Well, it wasn't the first time, but he had been at 75 for a while, and then went down for the Ward fight. So
he lost to John Pascal. That's probably why.
Did he lose to Pascal?
Yeah,
nah,
that was his first L.
No, Ward. No, yeah, you right. Yeah, technical
Pascal.
decision.
Yeah, he lost to John Pascal. That was his first L.
But wasn't it a cut in that fight?
It was probably caused by a punch, but they went to the scorecards.
They went to the scorecards and he lost. So it doesn't say a cut.
Pascal, he was all right back then, man.
No, he wasn't. Pascal was just, he had some doggish way, but he was wild.
Yeah.
He was wild.
Yeah, he'll catch you with one of them loopy shots, and he was a little more, he had more youth back then, so he wouldn't get gassed as quick.
I give him credit. He was the first man that put Bernard down the way he did.
Yeah.
The first,
Bernard did push-ups in the ring after beating him. That shit was hilarious. Yo, B-Hop got a lot of epic moments. I don't know if you know, neither of you guys, it just was announced yesterday. Shout out to Pro Box and your boy Gary Jonas. Tell Pat.
Well,
Ching ching.
That guy.
With the Roy Jones, Antonio Tarver, Paulo Maldonado.
Nah, but outside of that, Pascal's fighting Fei Long over there in Florida.
Oh yeah, I seen that flyer. Yeah,
Fei Long ain't no joke. Pascal trying to get over that positive drug test by taking on a tough challenger. Because that dude, not only is that dude a tough fighter, but he's somebody's mandatory already.
Now with the Pascal situation, think about the Marcus Brown. He didn't get tested for that fight. Now, say for instance, he was on PEDs for that fight. He didn't get tested, so he once slipped through the crack. If he got tested and he had got popped, the fight probably would have never happened. Who's to say what Marcus Brown's career would be right now?
No, I mean, look, we was just talking about Derrick James earlier, and he was like, he got 2 unified champs.
He'd have had 3 if he'd have won.
Had Marcus Brown won, he would have had 3. You know.
Yeah, but I mean,
I don't think any version of Marcus Brown could have beat him. I don't think no version of him could have.
I'm glad you said it.
But what I am saying is, if he would have never lost that fight to John Pascal, his career would have just still been on the high rise. He could have fought other fighters at.
Didn't he fight Badu Jack?
Yeah, he won.
He beat him. Won every round.
That was the bloody fucking.
Yeah, but that was the badass headbutt. Like Marcus Brown got Marcus Brown is what Timothy Bradley was in the beginning of his career. He is known for using that head. I mean, how many people? You see the cut? Better be probably never gonna be the same because of that cut.
I'm not a Marcus Brown fan like that, but I'm speaking on the PED something like say because some fighters will take PEDs and beat somebody and ruin your whole career. So who's to say what Marcus Brown's career would have been at if he would have never lost that fight to John Pascal?
No, I mean, we talk about PDs and big fights because obviously that was a big fight between John Pascal and Marcus Brown. Oscar Valdez, he beats Burchelt. Next fight or after the fight, pops hot,
and they ain't even strip him. That's crazy.
And
there's
then
plenty of dudes
he pops hot and allow him to defend his belt.
Nah, he got placed on probation. That was the craziest thing I ever seen. It's like, yo, how do you place one champ on probation but strip another champ if he tests positive? It's just, but we know it's politics, man. Moving on to this next question. Looks like we got Brandon Lenz in Houston. If you were able to pick and choose your next 3 opponents like a certain popular fighter is able to do, name the next 3 guys you would get in the ring. First of all, who you think he talking about when he say like a certain popular fighter can do?
He could only be talking about Canelo. The only person who got power like that is Canelo.
What do you think about that, though?
I mean, Floyd could do it.
Floyd did his shit. I feel like once you've been in the game so long, and Canelo ain't never disappointed me as far as who he's fought, the way he's done.
So you don't believe he ducking?
Ducking who? I feel like he's not in a rush to fight Benavidez. I do feel like I don't think he's ducking on Charlo, not at all. I don't think he's ducking.
He never ducked Charlo, in your opinion?
No, because I feel
neither Charlo.
No, because it's proven fact that he tried to Canelo them offered him the fight, he turned it down. And I got this word from his brother himself. And so
from Jamel,
out his mouth, because when they beef, they like Cain and Abel. So all the dark secrets come out. So, but to ask a guy a question, I will fight Paul Crow. I'll fight Cody Crowley. And that kid that just won from on the PBC card, the one that just won the WBA.
Stallonius.
Yeah, Stallonius. I like him.
What?
I like him.
Bruh.
I like him.
Damn, that sounded so close to the soundbite, that bruh. Yo, that's a tough ass fight. You see what he did with yo?
But the dude sat in front of him the whole damn time.
Nah, but that dude, he's an animal though.
Yeah, but
you don't think Batiev is an animal?
Yeah, I agree.
And I don't mean animal like great skills. I mean like literally a fucking animal with all the shit you got to deal with when you fight him. He's a little cheater in there.
Yeah, he did.
Elbows, forearms, headbutts, anything he could get away with.
It wasn't a hard fight for Stanley on because the dude was that up, man. He jabbed the shit out this dude.
He did.
The whole time.
Bro, his jab was fast, man.
Yeah,
He looked good with that jab.
When you can land a jab like that, if your opponent's always leaning forward, leaning right there for you on the line, he didn't move his head that one time. I watched the fight. I'm like, okay, how many times he gonna take a jab before he moves his head?
Before dude didn't move his head, he had nothing wrong with his face.
Yeah. So
the other dude, Stanionis looked like he went through a fucking war and he won the fight.
Yeah, so, but I like him. But I've seen him get hurt with body shots before. And he was trying to protect them ribs, but he's in great shape because the punches kept coming. So I feel like when you fight somebody that got lateral movement that can box and move, they give them type guys problems. And I ain't never gave a fuck about nobody power. I mean, I've been in the ring with some heavy hitters. So that don't bother me at all. I like his work rate. Yeah, I know for a damn. I'm not saying it's gonna be a walk in the park. I know it's gonna be a challenge, but yeah, I'm ready for that shit. So them would be my 3 right there.
I think the Paul Crow fight is a fight that's very possible for you. You know,
Paul don't want to fight 47 no more. He went up to 54.
Oh.
That last fight he just fought with Marquise Taylor, that was at a catch weight of 52. And he was already tight. He got, like I said, he got his ass with that whole fight. And so in the fight before that, when he fought Santa Maria on PBC, he lost that fight in my opinion. But they gave it to him anyway. So
I don't know that he lost that one.
I thought he lost
Santa Maria is my boy.
I thought he lost that one. Santa Maria upset the car when he beat Abel Ramos or something? Yeah. So I like him.
But he also got the upset over Michael Fox. I thought that was enough. Michael Fox was my guy with a nice little boxing skill.
Yeah, he did Michael Fox dirty his last fight.
With Maestre.
That did that dude dirty. I was pissed off about that one. I was trying to get the fight with the dude after him. because I fought dude in the amateur because I feel like it was a better possibility.
Bruh, and that dude got a fight already. Michael Fox still shelved.
He got a fight and he got a draw after that fight.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so I was trying to get a fight with him because I fought him in the amateur. So it'd been, when you fought somebody in amateur on the international level, it's a better opportunity for you to get that fight again in the pros. And I beat him in the amateurs. I put him on his ass in the third. So, but it never came to fruition.
I got a question here from Steve all the way in the UK. He says, hey, champ, thanks for coming on the show. I don't know how to word this without sounding like a dick, so I'm just going to ask it. You're 31 according to BoxRec. How has it taken this long for you to get 9 fights? What's your story? Good luck with the future, Steve, in the UK.
Man, I didn't turn pro until 2019. The first year I had 6 fights in my first year. Then COVID.
But why the late start? What happened?
I went to prison when I was 18.
Story.
Yeah, I was in prison when I was 18. I was a street kid my whole life. Like I was in and out of juvenile, in and out of jail until I went to prison. When I was 18, I didn't get out till I was 20. And from the day I got out, I went to the gym and shit. I never stopped training.
What made you go to the gym though of all places?
I've always loved boxing. When I was a kid, I've always kept a pair of boxing gloves with me whether I was in.
So you
school.
had amateur fights before you got locked up?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, not.
So this is B-Hop. No, actually B-Hop was training in prison.
He was training in prison. He had fights in prison. So me,
was it someone that inspired you? James Kirkland maybe? Because he was on parole and it was very.
Fuck no.
Nah.
Hell no. James Kirkland. Hell no. I think James Kirkland was a way better fighter before he went to prison than when he got out.
No, you're right. But I thought maybe the story would inspire because he went to jail
for a gun charge. I remember. He got 3
after
years.
being a real declarated amateur and a hot up and coming prospect. Then went to jail for the gun charge. Got placed on parole. HBO. I mean, fucking Oscar. Bruh, I've been in some shit. I wish Oscar De La Hoya at that time showed up to my court hearing and vouch for me verbally on record. Like that was big, man. I don't know. I thought maybe that was a little.
Oscar showed up to the court.
Bro, back in the day, Oscar was a good promoter. I don't know if you know. Even Omar Figueroa, who's also from Texas, he showed up to his high school. Imagine a 17-year-old kid. Oscar comes through the fucking door in your lunch break and brings a contract. Them kids going crazy. You feeling like a superstar. Like he was a good promoter at one time. He forgot. He need to wake up.
Hey, I went to prison when I was 8. I've always loved boxing since I was a kid. Since I was 12 years old, that's when I fell in love with it. And so I kept boxing gloves with me everywhere I went. It was always in my backpack. I used to walk on them around the neighborhood. And if I seen a kid my size around my age, hey, you want to get in the gloves? Right on the spot.
Give me some sparring.
And we'd get in the gloves. And so I watched fighting, tried to imitate Floyd and Bernard the best way I could as a kid. And so my mama took me to the gym. She took me to George Foreman gym when I was 13. But she felt like it was making me worse because all I did was fight as a kid. So she took me out of it. So, and I had one of them type mamas where she said goes. There ain't no debating. So I got back in when I was 16. But by 16, I was already a monster. I was too heavily into the streets. I was too invested in crime life. So I go to the gym and I stop. Go to the gym and stop. Never got an amateur fight off the ground. But I kept my gloves with me. So in the back of the school, in the high school, we were getting the gloves. We just, a whole bunch of us get together. We just getting the gloves. We have fun. So when I went to prison when I was 18, I got put in close custody for a fight. I caused bodily injury to him, so they put me in 23-1 maximum security unit. So, but they never let you out for that 1 hour a day. It was really 24 hours a fucking day for 18 months straight. So I used to roll my mattress up the best way I could, and you tie it with my sheet and rig it on my bunk. I rig it on my bunk, so that's pretty much my heavy bag. And so I ordered a description of the Ring magazine. So at the back of the magazine, Bernard give you tips on what to do, on how to throw a jab, how to throw a left hook. So that was my
in prison.
Yeah.
So you reading Ring magazine in prison?
Yeah, that was my training at the time.
But wait, because for those that don't know, you can't just get Ring magazine. Someone has to order the subscription and have it mailed to you, but they can't receive it. It has to be mailed directly from the Ring magazine themselves, right?
Ring
like
magazine
your peoples
themselves.
can't mail it in.
Yeah, Ring magazine got
So
it.
who? Because that's some work, you know. Who did that for you?
Who the fuck ordered?
Oh, if you don't remember, it's all
at
good.
first I was getting them from just other guys on the runway, because it was so many people that you would talk to, but you would never see their face because they wasn't letting us out for that 1 hour a day.
Mm-hmm.
So we call it fishing. Like some people seeing you magazines, seeing you food through the lines and stuff, they just call fishing. We fishing all day, and so I'm talking to a dude in the door. I don't know who he is. He from Houston. We never met each other personally. We never seen each other face. And I would tell him I like boxing, so he like, I get the Ring magazine. So he started sending me every month after he got it, after he read it, he had sent it to me. He like, man, you can have them. I just get them just so I can look at something to read. I like, all right, bet. So he was giving them to me. And Bernard, I'll show you how to throw a jab in the back of the magazine. I worked on that jab for a whole month until the next subscription came. Until he told me how to work on the next punch, the left hook, all the right hand. But it still, I did it the best of my knowledge to how I thought it would work. But it was still a little different once you actually got to the gym. You had a coach telling you what to do and how to do it.
Have you had an opportunity to meet Bernard and tell him?
Hell no. That's the only person I've been trying to meet. Man, I've been trying to meet him for a minute.
Damn. Yeah,
And
he's
so-
pretty cool too, man. I'm sure when you meet him and you get a few minutes to tell him that story.
I thought I was gonna meet him by fighting Blair Cobbs. I wanted to be the first to put Blair to sleep. Dude beat me to it. So
Yeah, Rocha.
yeah, Roger beat me to it. And I bet he was gonna stop Blair Cobbs too. I want some money on that fight. And I ain't never seen Roger fight in my life. I know he lost,
So you just thought Blair would win based off his personality, or you knew him from gym wise and
no,
stuff?
I thought Blair was gonna lose. I thought Roger.
Yeah,
was
that's what I
gonna
meant. I'm sorry.
No, because Blair was some shit, and I couldn't believe Bernard was hyping him up, promoting him like he was going to be the next Boots, Oscar. I couldn't believe it. I was like, man, for you to be just such a seasoned fighter, like for you to do everything damn near right and know the tricks and in and out, this man ain't.
But how did you know Blair wasn't good?
Because I seen Blair fight a couple times. I was just like, man, I don't know how to fuck. But Blair does have some good wins over some. When he beat Ferdinand Karobian was a good amateur. Yeah, he beat me in the amateurs. And Ferdinand was a good, but Blair had that wild power edge. So he'll be losing the fight, and then he'll throw one of them wild ass shots and clip you. And he hit Rocha with one of them hard shots. Rocha ate it and took it well and walked him down.
I don't know, man. I've been in the gym with him. He's even though he lost, I think he's all right, man.
Man, bless him shit, man.
I like the way he moved, man. I guess he might shadow box better than he fight, man.
Did you watch the last fight? Them punches he was throwing, man. That you not
Listen,
gonna see no.
not
fighter.
everybody could deal with that Mexican style,
But
man.
when you see him fight like that normally, that's how he normally fights. That he's some shit, and so that's why nobody was surprised when he lost. Nobody was surprised when all that trash talking he was
But
doing.
that's what it was. I think it was more that people wanted. It's like the Adrian Broner thing. He talked so much trash.
Broner
They
knew how
wanted
to
to see
fight.
him lose. I know, but both of them talk so much trash. People want to see you lose.
But you talk trash prematurely. Broner talked trash when he already won. He was a 4-time champion, 40 from weight cut. Broner talked shit, but Broner earned a little bit of the right to talk some of that shit. This nigga Black Cause ain't done nothing. Nothing. Then to try to say you want to fight Boots next and Earl you the next, you can stop Keith Thurman. Nigga, get the fuck out the game. So, especially when you done been put down 3 times in your fight and your opponent just ain't been able to finish you. Like, nah, hell no. You talking prematurely, your skills not even up like that. Not even like that at all. You can't even throw a proper 1-2. So, nah, hell no. I never thought nothing. I was just like, I knew it was a matter of time. I was just the one thinking I was going to be able to get him before anybody else did. And part of me wanted Blair to win, to beat Roach, even though I knew he won. I'm like, man, I need you to win. I want to be the one that beat the brakes off your ass on TV. Right in front of Bernard and go tell Bernard, like, why the fuck, man, nigga, I look up to you and you got this trash ass nigga over here, but hey, everybody's path is different. I'm not hating on him, man. I just never fuck with that cocky shit. I'm like, damn, bro, you ain't put in no work. You ain't put in no work to be talking like this. Motherfuckers who did put in work don't even talk like that.
I mean, even though he's been beat by Rashidi Ellis, you wouldn't be interested in a Rocha fight?
Me? Hell yeah. Fucking right. Hell yeah, I would love to fight Rocha.
I mean, obviously you want to be the one to take Cobb's O, but
yeah,
I mean,
Cobb's off the table now. He lost, and they offered me a fight with him. I beat him, especially if it's boosting me up the rankings. But I would love to fight Rocha. I would fucking love to fight Rocha.
All right, I got one more from Alejandro Vega in Florida. He says, good morning, future champ. I read an article that described your matchup either with Kashan Hutchinson as a real rivalry as the fight started to build up, but the fight fell through. What happened with the whole situation?
He pulled out the fight. He got into it with his manager, which is Marshall Kaufman. So him and Marshall had gotten into it because Marshall was lowballing him. Marshall was saying he was supposed to get this amount for the fight, but it was supposed to have been an extra $5,000-$6,000 that Marshall wasn't telling him about. So he stopped fucking with Marshall. And But I'm not giving him that excuse to get out the fight. I don't play with Mick playing about my money because we put our lives on the line when we doing this shit. So you think you finna play me, you got another thing coming. So, but I don't fuck with that nigga at all. When I see him, whether it's in a ring or it's on site, whenever I see him, it's on site.
See, that's what I was talking about, man. People didn't understand. We was talking about the whole Jamal Charlo being on Mike Tyson's podcast, and he said, when I see David Benavidez, it's on site. So I was in Dallas at the Earl fight last weekend, and they had their little exchange. But I'm like, I don't want fighters
to fight outside the ring.
I don't. But I'm from Chicago. When somebody say it's on site, bro, it don't matter where we at. We could be in. I feel like the only passing guys these days don't even respect that. Yo, you in the house of the Lord, you get a pass. You with your kids, you get a pass. But other than that,
you don't get no pass. You with your kids. I don't give a damn about that. If I see it's on, I'm gonna embarrass you in front of your kids. I'm gonna get you. If I say it's on site, it's on site. With him, it's on site. I don't give a damn where we at. If we ain't fighting each other, I don't care. We at
But why, champ?
Man,
why not? Why not? I mean, if you want it, why not get paid for it?
I won't get. He got a 6-5 record.
Oh,
he ain't gonna get me no. I thought his record was actually better than what it was. Like I thought he was a. But I looked him out. I was like, oh, this nigga 6-5.
So where that energy come from? Like there had been an issue.
Yeah, Marshall had posted that he had signed him, right? So me being not doing my research, when Marshall posted him on his Instagram, said we signed Cash Hutchinson. He's a fights at 147. I was like, okay. So I put the food emoji, like the plate, on the comment, like this nigga food. He's like 147. He food. So he commented like, "Oh, you hating on me because I got signed."
You talk greasy, man.
You hating on me because I got signed by Marshall, and I was like, "Nah, bro, I ain't hating on you at all. Like, if we fight. I'm not hating on you." So he started talking some crazy shit to me. So I was like, "Okay." So my son passed away in a car accident.
Oh,
and
my condolences.
So he was like, "I'm gonna piss on your son's grave and all type of shit." He was
what?
Some wild shit. So I said, "Okay." So I tried to get the fight for him for the Triller card. So I was trying to drop my opponent, the William Jackson. I was like, man, fuck William Jackson. Let me fight him. But Peter Cummins was like, man, they won't prove that fight, but he don't have a great record. So I was like, okay. So I told him, man, whenever I see you, bro, it's on site. Like, when I see you, like, and he didn't stop. Like, he didn't just say that. He kept going. So I let the shit go. He was in my inbox talking crazy shit. He had his friends messaging me saying the same shit. I said, okay. When I catch you, boys, on site, I don't give a fuck where we at. I'm going to fuck up the bag trying to hurt you.
That's wild. I don't blame you, champ.
Well, those are all the questions. Check if there's any super chats that might have came in.
Yes,
but for him.
Yes, for him, Alex Corona, when you brought up George Foreman's gym that your mother took you to, he said, is that George Foreman's gym still off of Lone Oak? I used to train there in 97.
Yeah, it's still there. It ain't went nowhere. It's still there.
That's crazy. How many years later? 24 years later, 25 years later. Well, that is... I don't have any more super chats unless you got cash apps, champ.
Let me double check. I think we got everything.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
But we're going to take a quick intermission and go take this picture with Quentin Randall. We want to thank you, obviously, for coming in early. Can you give out your social media in case anyone is out there that doesn't follow you can do so? And once again, just thank you for coming into the station a little early and rocking out with us and allowing us to continue to be the Breakfast Club of Boxing, man.
No problem. My Instagram is quickdraw_P4P. Again, that's quickdraw_P4P. That's the same for my Twitter.
Awesome. Quentin Randall next Saturday, April 30th. Go check him out on Instagram to keep up with his upcoming fight and to see what else more he has in store in the near future. So thank you, champ. Get this quick picture. We'll be right back.
12 years. I never expected it to turn out like this. TheBoxingVoice.com. Shout out to the community, man. I appreciate y'all.
What's happening, people? Info Joe, Los Angeles, in the building.
Adrian, the problem Roman, man from the frozen tundra.
Keem, straight out of Florida. Liz Lowe, Decatur, Georgia.
You already know what it is. It's the Queen, Martha K, Detroit. Stand up.
David Maldonado, New York City. Yo, Nuss, don't cut me off, man. Don't cut me off.
King Amin of Essex, catch me for them championship rounds.
Big Super Mac, Plainview, Texas. Davidian in Buffalo. God bless you all. In Jesus' name.
Without Chai, it ain't nothing. Without the callers, it ain't nothing, man.
Bad Girl, TKO, San Diego, California.
Big Fish, Vegas. Palm Beach, Florida. Intrigue, the Incredible. Straight out the ATL. James Benitez, Huntsville, Alabama. It ain't hating, it's just the truth.
What up, what up, what up, what up? I want to thank everybody that joined us on Patreon and dropped the question for Quentin Randall. You know our fighters enjoy hearing from their fans and their detractors. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in, rocking out with us live. It doesn't matter where you're at. We appreciate you. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. It's going to help with the visibility of the show. It's going to put this episode in the eyes of other boxing fans, letting them know we rock out 7 days a week, twice on Thursday, twice on Monday, and even once on Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Right now, we're talking Canelo Alvarez. I don't care about that fight with Golovkin. That fight will be for the people. And we barely talked about the main subject, which is obviously Canelo Alvarez not really feeling the whole Gennady Golovkin fight. He's said it plenty of times. He's given us 24 rounds with Golovkin. He feels he won both fights with Golovkin. So unnecessary for him to go back and face Golovkin. But now he's changed and he feels he will be doing this fight for the people. I guess we are those people. I don't mind seeing him knock out Gennady Golovkin. But I also want to ring the alarm. We have a brand new Patreon that signed up to the pound for pound level. Shout out Buku Bugs. Pound for pound supporter. We appreciate you. I want everybody to know if you sign up to that pound for pound level, after 60 days of you being a Patreon, you will receive an autographed glove from one of our many, many in-studio guests. Today we had Quentin Randall. A few days ago we had Shakur Stevenson. We had Keller Plant. We had Sean Porter. All our Patreons at the pound for pound level are receiving those. Shout out to Jordan Baker. Your Shakur Stevenson glove is in the mail, and that's going to increase in value come next Saturday if he wins, which many of us expect him to do so. So we appreciate each and every one of you guys that continue to support. I, like Bradley, believe Golovkin will get destroyed. I think Canelo will look exceptional and probably get a knockout, but that's me assuming he goes through the Dimitri Bivol fight unscathed, which is probably not true. You know, I feel like we're underestimating Bivol tremendously, and, we can be surprised. There is the good old phrase of biting off more than you can chew. Everyone just assumes Canelo can beat Bivol, but Bivol is an undefeated fighter that can box, has a decent jab, and when you're committed to your jab, it makes it harder for the opponent to get around it. They have to come up with things. Now, Canelo has fantastic head movement. He knows how to slip. And that's what he does very well. Sees the jab coming, slips, doubles up that left hook to the body, either downstairs or upstairs, or one downstairs, one upstairs. So he's very educated with his left hand, which will allow him to slip some of those jabs. But we'll see how Canelo do versus Bivol, and does he even make it to the Gennady fight that, quote unquote, he doesn't care much for. I got the Alex Corona super chat we said. So we're going to go to R. Jonesy. He says he meant to say this fight is for Dazn. Laugh out loud. And he's talking about the title. But I think Jonesy just hating slightly. There are a huge there's a huge consensus of people that do want this fight with Gennady Golovkin. They want to see closure, just the same way people wanted the Deontay Wilder Tyson Fury 3 fight. So nothing new. Nothing new. Trilogies are meant to happen in the sport, and they do. But if you're on Discord and you're ready to rock out, you already know what you got to do. Raise your hand one time and let's do this. And if you're on Blog Talk, same thing. Press one time to voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. You already know, 1-425-569-5241. Press one time. Looks like we do have someone on Discord. But first, a quick word. I need you to always do these things, ladies and gentlemen.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
Very important to be rated 5 stars on iTunes, I swear. And don't forget, Friday, we're going to be airing a brand new, well, actually it's not airing because it's not live. But I am shooting a new podcast on Friday. I'll let you know all the details of how you can listen to it. It will be completely out of niche. Has nothing to do with boxing, believe it or not. And I will be paired on my first episode with this lovely young lady. She is a Las Vegas model turned podcaster with a very, very successful podcast with over 5,000 reviews on Amazon Prime. She is the star of Dating Intelligence, and she'll be on our, or mine, or their pilot. I don't know. She'll be on an episode Friday, but it won't be live. So, stick around for the details on how you can see it and where you can see it. But who's on the call list there, buddy?
We got Coach Myers.
Hey, Coach.
Subscribe to youtube.com/theboxingvoice for the latest and greatest interviews with your favorite fighters.
Everybody know who I want next. I want Terrence Crawford next.
That shit gonna be easy work. Tell your nigga to be quiet.
This a dollar beat.
You got hurt by getting pulled.
This a dollar beat.
Man, damn. I believe in, you're gonna go through trials and tribulations. Man, damn. Definitely, that's the fight that I want. That's the fight everybody else wants. Like I said, I'm gonna get these straps. I'm gonna go over there and take his shit too.
What up, Coach?
You hear me?
Yes, sir.
Ain't nothing much. What's going on, Ringwalk? Ness. Who else is in there? Bo in there or no?
Bo is not here till Monday, if all goes well.
Oh, all right. I agree with Canelo. Nobody cares about that goddamn Golovkin fight. Let him fight fucking freaking Charlo or something like that. Let freaking Canelo fight somebody else, like a Benavidez. That'd be nice for December or something. Actually, not even Benavidez. They could fight like Charlo or something. Save Benavidez to like a May or a September type date. But I agree with him. Canelo also said that the Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence fight has to happen also too. One of the biggest fights in boxing. So I like the type of time Canelo is on. We don't want that Triple G and Canelo third fight. And besides that, that's all I got. Check it Instagram, Ness.
Yes, sir. If you're looking to call in and voice your opinion, do that on Discord by joining our Discord community. You could also use the number 14255695241. Press 1 one time to voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. Looks like we got some callers on Blog Talk, and it looks like Oscar in San Antonio. What up?
Who next?
Carlo is going at Benavidez, you know what I mean? Because, he just, sticks and stones, but I understand that guy. Saying you're going to piss on someone's grave, that's just a whole nother thing. But, but in that Charlo altercation, it looked like his entourage was getting more into it than him. That's my opinion. As for Canelo, yeah, I think he is doing it for the people. How many times has he done it for the people already, Ness?
He said he did it 24 rounds for the people.
No. I'm talking about how many times has he fought people that they wanted him.
Oh, man, about 4 or 5. About 4. Trout, Laura, Floyd. They wanted him to fight Gennady. Then they wanted him to fight Jacobs.
I think he is doing it for the people. That's what I'm saying. I really don't want him to fight Golovkin because I thought he beat him both fights. The first fight, he had him swatting flies. The second fight, he beat him at his own game. I wish, and I really don't want him to come back to 68. I just want him to go and undispute 175 because, once upon a time, I was a Man fan, so that's what I want for him. I'd rather him undispute 175 and let 168, let them do what they got to do and then come back and then take the belts from them again if you want to do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's it, man. Shout out to all my sanitation workers cleaning up the world.
Shout out to you. Thank you for calling in, and enjoy the rest of your day. Of course, looks like we got another person on Skype.
Who next?
We got J-Mac.
I'm in the ocean. You say you the big fish. I'm looking for you. Maybe he'll spins, get his tail out his butt, and he'll fight me.
You are watching a master at work.
Target practice, baby. When I stop him, y'all gonna say he was too weak. Oh, big in the motherfucker, man. We ain't gonna be able to fire your punk ass out. What you wanna bet? I bet 100,000 on that. Let's bet $1 million. I'll break your fucking neck.
J-Mac, New Orleans.
Don't like what I said, nigga? Do something fucking about it. No. Give me the towel. Give me the towel.
SDS promotion.
Get ready for the back attack.
Yo.
Looks like you're in a bad service area, my friend. J-Mac. All right. Well, we're going to go to NO in New Orleans.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce to you a young fella, and he comes from the Magnolia.
NO, what up?
What's jam, Ness?
What's happening?
Who you got in the studio with you, bro? I ain't looking on YouTube right now.
Just me and Danny.
What's up, Danny, bro? What's going on, brother?
Oh, he's actually in the restroom. You know how he do.
All right. Cool, bro. What we talking about here, bro? Fury and White or something? What we doing?
We ain't talking about Fury White, champ.
Oh, what we talk? We just freestyling. We freestyling right now.
Nah, we actually talking about Canelo saying he's not interested in fighting Golovkin. He's only doing it for the people. We had an interview with Quentin Randall. You know, we still got the residual Earl Spence, Ugas eye bashing. He's gonna fight Crawford shit happening.
Yeah, let's talk about it. Let's talk about.
And I also got some breaking news. This is gonna be amazing. Once you're done, this is crazy.
Wait, you want driving nuts? I might get talk on it right now.
All right, well let me mute you. Put him on mute. Let me go to this. This is fucking, bro. And this is what I'm saying. This is why I don't feel bad. I went to jail not too long ago. I just get upset that only regular people like me go to jail when they do shit like this. You know what I'm saying? We just seen Will smack the shit out of Chris Rock, not go to jail, not even fucking, he didn't even get terroristic threats. He didn't even get a fucking mail-in, come to court. Nada. But check this shit out. This is my man Mike and them. Mike putting hands on a fucking dude. If this was me, I'd be under the jail because this is federal. Mike beating the shit out of somebody because they was playing with him. Look at this guy making jokes with Mike.
Crazy, bro, Mike Tyson.
Look, he trying to fuck with Mike? Oh, you gonna fuck with Mike?
Man, he over here rapping with Tyson. Mike Tyson trying to give us some shrooms. You don't know how to act. Tyson looking out, man. This shit crazy as fuck.
You should have never gave you his money.
Ness.
Oh, he called them peasants.
Look at Mike Tyson, bro.
It went down after that.
Hey, Mike, come on.
Hey, Mike, come on, Mike. Now you want Mike to come on. Nah, take these motherfucking right hands by the motherfucking Iron Mike, you dummy. Because motherfuckers out here, they just do shit. Like, they swear there's no fucking repercussions. But I want you to know, there's always somebody out there like me and Mike that's going to smack the shit out of you. Be careful what you say. Some of us just don't give a fuck. I'm serious, bro. Look, that's fucking Iron Mike beating, and that makes me happy. Because there's a lot of you motherfuckers. It does. There's a lot of motherfuckers that think because people is rich or think because people got something to lose that they won't fucking lose it. We will lose it on your ass. You better be careful. He did this shit 30,000 in the air. I salute you, Mike Tyson. I know they're gonna call me ignorant. I know they're gonna say, "Oh, why you glorifying this stupid shit? He could have been more mature." No! Stop bothering motherfuckers. Watch yourself out there because you will get slept. Thank you, Austin. We can take it down. That was the opposite of the jackass of the day. That was the fucking G of the day. We need like a fucking whole thing. You know how Charlie does? Charlie Maine does the whole jackass of the day. We got to find the G's of the day. That was a G right there. Mike Tyson is a G. I'm in first class. You bothering me. You know how much that seat costs? Turn around and beat the brakes off me. Yo, show one more time because Danny ain't see a shit break. Check him out. Look. Mike beat the shit out of somebody, 30,000 in the air for fucking with him. Of course he ain't go to jail. Stop asking me that.
Look at Danny's face.
TMZ, bro. Look. So he was fucking with him.
Look at Danny's face.
Like, he's fucking with him. He's like, oh, wow, you want to fuck with me? Take some of that. And look. He's like, chill, Mike.
Mike, come on.
Hey, Mike, chill. Hold on, Mike. Yo, that's why we need Keith Leslie's Joker back, bro. I'm telling you, bro. That's what we need. But that was insane.
Shit is crazy.
No, because you got to stop playing with motherfuckers. Everybody think we all having a good day. You don't know what's going on in my life. What if my wife left me? What if she cheated on me?
That's why I tell.
What if my daughter thinks I'm a piece of shit? Like, you just gonna be saying anything you want today? No, I'm gonna take it out on your face. All right, then, no, we're going to come to you in just a sec. We got to let Danny give his takes on what he saw.
Bro, that's why I tell people, leave celebrities alone. Look, I can't tell you how many people.
Not just celebrities. Leave people alone. You don't know what the next man is going through.
People in general, right? But it's just funny to me because people will be like, oh, they're a celebrity. They should know
better.
They should be okay with being
He's supposed to be a role model.
And being bothered. No, bro.
No.
Like, what? That shit's
No,
hilarious.
don't bother me. That's why I never got mad at Kanye for beating up paparazzi either. It's like, bro, I can't have you flickering flashes in my face every day, all the time. Like, they hanging over his gate at the house. Like, that shit is crazy. He in the kitchen, they trying to take pictures through the window. No. This needs to happen more.
Shout out to Mike for that, man. Shout out to Mike. But you want to get back to NO since he is waiting on us.
Yes, let's go.
Let's get to NO.
But, yo, imagine Mike standing over you swinging like that, all them rights. Would you be like, hey, Mike, I was just playing?
I would know better.
You right.
Man, you got to try to get Mike off your ass. You had to put in no return. You got to get Mike off your ass. Type, we're in the street fight, nothing. That's anything goes. Like, whatever they got around, I'm grabbing that motherfucker. I got to get Mike off me. That's my main objective right now. I done already fucked up. Now it's time to troubleshoot nothing. That's what you gonna do, you hear me? You gonna ball up? You ain't no hold up what? You was already you already violated me. Hold up what now? What we holding up for?
Right, and I'm telling you, everybody gonna think it's okay as well. He was fucking with Mike, you know. Mike won't be on no fly zone. That airline ain't gonna ban him. It's crazy. Regular people get put through hell, man.
Some people got lawsuit and bail money. You got to keep that in consideration. You know what I'm saying?
He ain't get locked up, man. He ain't get locked up.
But I'm just saying, he probably gonna get sued. He got the money. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's a check he ain't gonna give a fuck about.
He might get sued. He might get sued, but it'll get dropped in civil. I'm telling you, the judge gonna be a nostalgic fan. Like, man, you was fucking with Mike. What's wrong with you? That's Iron Mike. He biting ears off. Like, what you doing? Some people they just know better.
I mean, what happened with the other people that was nostalgic fans and all that was involved in his other kids that he had to pay money out to.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
he had to pay. Oh, I don't know what happened in the other case. He already did this.
What? Oh man, Ness, you doing this right now, bro?
Yeah, I ain't know. I hope you ain't talking about that old Mitch Green shit. Is it something new?
And they had some shit with Mike kicking somebody in the car and everything, man. Some old people.
I fuck with Mike. I love it because I bet you that's the last thing all these motherfuckers be thinking. Like, Mike ain't gonna risk it.
No, look, it's crazy. I hear it all the time, bro. I can't tell you how. Like, I've heard it so much, especially from Floyd. Oh, Floyd's an asshole. We was at a skating rink and he was with his family and he didn't want to stop skating with his family to take a picture with me. Like, bro, fuck is wrong with you?
Nah, they think that you belong to them anytime they see you. But
all right, that's my call, little bro. But yeah, bro, you can't control how somebody gonna react. If somebody come and they spit on you or whatever the case may be, they got to be ready for what's coming behind that. You know what I'm saying? And that's my call, bro.
Wow, my own producer doesn't follow me. I can't wait till the new producer starts Monday. Yeah, look. That's you. Says you don't follow. Shows how much you care about this show.
Damn.
Oh, look at him.
Look
No
this guy.
response. Oh my God. Yo, who's next?
I don't use Instagram. Bro.
Uh-huh.
So we can try J-Mac again.
He's
back.
just being tagged by everybody, but he don't use Instagram.
Look, I don't have any posts.
Look.
When was that post from? When is this post from, bro?
You have a lot of followers that you can
when is that?
reshare.
No, I don't.
Reshare my shit to.
No, I don't.
It says followers right there. You're in the thousands.
That's not a lot.
Oh, wow.
You have 60,000.
Wow. Is that Oscar? Oh, we went to Oscar. All right.
So bringing J-Mac back.
J-Mac back. Back to the J-Mac.
Yo, can y'all hear me?
We do.
Hey, morning, morning, Danny.
Good morning, Jim.
Mike Tyson. Of course, I agree with it. I don't think this world. I think the world has grown well soft, and I think somewhere they'll think they can react. They can only act out and don't expect no reaction. So I support Mike to the fullest.
Sorry about that. You there? Man, your service bad. Yo, yo. Yo, yo. Yo, yo. Yo, yo. Yo, yo. Yo, let me get a screen share. Shout out Supreme Boxing. This is their video. Look at this guy, right? Austin H2. I've been following him for a minute. I believe he's out of Florida. And now he's getting all this buzz because Jake Paul signed him. It's so crazy, man. This is the type of things that Floyd could be doing, you know, because of your, presence in the sport. You just blow a person up. Like, yo, I promise you, I was following this dude. I'm going to click on his IG. He's already at 100 and something thousand. Look, the other day he was at 122. Now he's at 126. That's what signing to Jake Paul does, bruh. Insane. Uh-oh. Let's find out why he signed to Jake Paul.
Why did you choose Jake and Nikisa at Most Valuable Promotions?
I mean, me and my team kind of came up to a conclusion, like, where we want to sign with someone that gave us, like, the freedom to kind of, like, do our own thing, but at the same time, you know, work with each other. Like, it's more, we want to, like, kind of work with someone rather than, you know, just, just be like, say if I'm...
Dang, Long Beach native, man. Shout out JP and Info Joe, you know what I'm saying? North Kakalaka and shit.
Oh, he's from Long Beach?
Yeah.
Okay.
His hometown of Long Beach, you got to fight. And that's what I'm saying. Look, you signed with Jake, now you got a hometown fight. That's so crazy, man. These promoters should be embarrassed of themselves. They're 24. What is he, 24?
I don't know. I didn't even know Jake signed somebody.
Oh, this is 5 days old news.
Oh, I was in Dallas, that's why.
I mean, you always working, but yeah, he signed Jake and Jake signed him and now, you know, now he's blown up or blowing up.
That's crazy that they wouldn't throw him. May 21st. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say it's crazy they didn't put him on Amanda's card, but that's April. Cause I'm like, it's only a week later, but no, it's a couple weeks before. But who do we have next, Austin?
They said get a Quentin Randall segment. $5 cash app from my Jimba said get a Quentin Randall segment so he could break down big fights. Well, he's not local to Vegas. He's from Houston. He's here training, so we got lucky. But if you guys are cool with Zooms, I guess we can do a Zoom. We will be having Cornflake LaManna in the building, and that's tomorrow.
Tomorrow morning.
And he breaks down fights pretty well and bets too, so we'll see what he's got cooking in terms of some bets. Yo, it's so funny because, you know, some of these phrases, you don't think that they're true, but I've told you already, all the phrases in life are real. So LaManna posted, can't beat him, join him. Who you think he was sparring?
Oh, Laura.
That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
bro.
I mean, we've seen that through the years, right? We saw Nate Gallimore get brought into camp for Erickson Lubin after losing to Lubin, so wouldn't be the first time, right?
Mm-hmm.
We do have a super chat from Brandon Len saying, Mike gave that clown what he was looking for. People will do anything to go viral. Looking for likes and LOL. Sit your fool ass down somewhere.
For real, for real. I want to say...
You want to say?
Quick reminder, we're going to be doing something special. If you enjoyed our 420 show, we're going to be doing something special on April 29th, the day before Shakur Stevenson fight, and also on May 7th, Cinco de Mayo weekend. We're going to be having a little Canelo fight party. So we are looking for suggestions on what you want to see in studio in terms of theming the room and maybe even food. Maybe even women, maybe even mariachis. I don't know. What is the right thing to have? Now, we are deciding no super chat will during the Canelo Bivol actual fight, just so that we can focus on the fight. But we will be starting our Canelo fight party from the beginning of the card. So we'll do all the fights, or maybe 2 hours before. We're going to hammer that out because all these things are happening within the next 2 weeks. And we just want to remind you to join us April 29th, Friday, for yet another low blow kind of show. We're thinking. We got the thinking caps on. We're going to see what we come up with and how creative we can be and see what Danny, our resident Mexican, can tell us is definitely needed, what we can't do without on a Cinco de Mayo party. What's one of those things that we cannot do without?
I think obviously the alcohol, whether it be beer or tequila or, you know, whatever our people here drink, but definitely need alcohol. You need a sombrero, bro. You got to have a Mexican sombrero.
Mm-hmm.
The Mexican flag, of course.
That's what I said last night, or with Ken on the phone. Like maybe just hanging right there. Well, I guess that'll never be shown. So maybe we get, we can't do that either because this doesn't do video, but it would have been nice to have like a waving Mexican flag.
Yeah, I mean, we could also change the colors up, you know, just
yes.
how we did.
Yes, a Mexican boxing voice themed logo. Loving it. I'm loving it.
Which it wouldn't be the first time, let me tell you, all right?
No, it's not. We actually have TBV original logo Mexican themed shirts on our website. So if you want to come with the TBV Mexican flag inside, let me find that for you. But
while you do that, so obviously for food, you need to have your guac, and you need either salsa pico, but you need that so you can have that with your chips, and then I mean carne asada, right? Some tacos, some rice. So definitely a lot of different options. My family's from northern Mexico, so if we have some listeners who are from the coast, they'll probably tell you some ceviche. They'll probably tell you some camarones, some shrimp.
I would love ceviche.
So
that's official.
So, you know, definitely some possibilities, endless possibilities for a Mexican party, a Cinco de Mayo party. If you really wanted to get cute, you could always bring in a lawnmower. You get what I'm saying?
For what?
Well, Mexican Cinco de Mayo, you know.
Y'all cutting grass on that day?
No, every day, you know, but it's what we do best. So
you're crazy.
Why not have like?
I think that's a joke only a Mexican can say.
Which is why I'm saying it. So no, definitely some possibilities, but we do.
Here we go. Let me get a screen share. Boxing Voice thinks of everything. Look how cheap it is to wear your Mexican themed TBV shirt. Only $18.99 plus shipping. Wear one so that we know who you are. And look at this guy with a full set of hair. He's happy.
Is that Blair Cobbs?
It did look like him. But you see, you got your whole, I mean, tell us about the Mexican flag. Because ours in the middle, that thing in the middle is called I think it's called an escudo.
An escudo?
Yeah, an escudo.
Do you know what escudo translates to, though?
No, help us.
It's a patch, right?
Is it?
I mean, that's how we use it.
Okay.
Well, no, I'm asking because a lot of words you guys use have different words for. So for
what do you
us,
mean by you guys?
Dominicans.
Okay.
Hey, does this guy look like he's a... Oh, shit. Wait. Oh, no. You're in my DMs. Oh, my God. Does this guy look like he's a
no
Mexican Canelo fan? Don't be racist. You don't know if he's Mexican or not, bro.
I don't know if he's Mexican, but I don't know if
he looks like he can be.
He could be about the escudo.
So tell us about this flag, my friend.
Yo, so the flag. So in the middle, you have the eagle.
The eagle, which represents what? Liberty.
We don't have an eagle sound, so I had to improvise.
Why don't we have an eagle sound?
We just
because we're not patriotic.
We're building little by little.
TBV is not patriotic, apparently.
Well, we are. That's why we're trying to find out about the flag. But I guess we'll take it down. Remember, it's $18.99 if you want one.
Oh, you were waiting on me.
And you could even get it in my favorite color, pink. Got the whole New York wearing pink. Look, turquoise, sky blue. Want it in gray? How about nice and yellow to match your Yeezys like I do? Or sky blue? Or nice orange? How about green for Mexicans?
Let's go through every color.
No, but this green.
Let's do it.
No, this green is better for the Mexican flag. Boom! Look at that.
What about
Classic.
mauve?
Huh?
Is mauve an option?
The color?
Yeah.
Yeah, right here, this one, right?
Brandon Len said Mexican Colin Kaepernick. This guy.
Oh, he does look like Colin Kaepernick. You like that color, right? That's a nice color. That'll go with the good classic beige Yeezys.
I was thinking more my Dickies, but
whoa,
chill,
bro.
You guys don't wear Dickies in New York?
Whoa.
What? I wear Dickies. I
do wear Dickies.
I don't
This
know
is
about
funny.
my Dickies. That's like chill, bro.
You wear Alex's Dickies.
Oh. What? Uh-oh, I got an idea from the community. He says, Cinco de Mayo raffle. Winner gets $250. Make it $10 for the raffle entry. That could bring in mad revenue.
Who said that?
One of the TBV listeners.
We got Chuck Supremacy with a super chat saying, carne asada, arroz, música, frijoles, la lotería.
You know what
La lotería is actually a good idea in between fights. I don't know.
What is a lotería?
It's the Mexican bingo. So instead of saying B whatever number.
INGO.
Bingo.
So it's lotería, so it's all symbols. So they'll have like different items. So they'll have like a ladder, a drunk.
Las Palmas.
Las Palmas.
So you win a ladder.
Oh, look who knows about Mexican.
Oh, I win at my girlfriend's house. I beat everybody.
So
on lotería.
so let me ask you this, Austin, because I'm curious. So do you use the same card for each one?
Yes, number 6.
Okay. The only reason I'm because.
What does that even mean? Yes, number 6 what?
So the cards are the card is the same, right? So you'll have like the cards will be numbered and you pick your card. So then instead of the number, it's the object, but most Mexicans, they have a number that they stick to.
Damn, Mexicans is deep. Go to the screen share one more time. 6,415 reviews on this Mexican heritage shirt. That's insane. You guys love your flag.
No, definitely got to support.
You can go back down.
But yeah, I think Loteria is actually the best idea we've heard yet.
You know, you didn't hear my idea.
What was your idea?
Right where you're at, since you're not going to be here and you're going to the fight because that's your cousin Alvarez fighting.
Maybe.
I thought of having an actual lady. You know how the guac trucks come to the Mexican restaurant?
Yeah.
But either a guac truck or actual like taco truck. But obviously we have the food over there on warmers. She brings, whatever she needs is here on a taco truck. She's got the whole colors on.
I like the guac idea though.
I do love guac, but those carts be pretty big.
Yeah, I mean, anything you try to get in this corner might be a little bit tight as far
I
as
know.
like
I mean,
Carter.
the countdown is there. Look, we're less than 30 days away if all goes well being in the new building. Huh?
They're here. I was just letting you know, that's all.
Who's here?
Oh, Nonito.
Oh, we got Nonito today?
Si, senor.
I don't know why he
Is he just listening right now to me saying, I didn't know you were here? Nah, come on in. Come on down. Oh, he's not ready. Oh, there's a process.
There's a process.
They're processing.
Well, if they're not ready for the process, you know?
What is the process?
What is the process?
But nah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm always ready. I was born ready.
I was born ready.
That's me.
Do you know?
I'm going to repeat everything he says, yep.
Yes.
No, are you going to go get them or?
No, he's giving them time.
I already Talk to him.
Oh.
We're already ready.
Chill, bro.
Just chill, bro. Your energy.
Your energy's
like
so off, brother.
It is.
Jesus Christ.
In the meantime, though, let's go to.
Hey, Kian, make sure to like white right here, bro.
Why?
I mean, you were just repeating everything Nestor said.
Whoa.
I figured, maybe a little white.
Wow,
right there.
wow.
Oh
Such
my
disrespect,
God.
Right? He went straight to the disrespectful jokes.
Oh, bro, cowboy boots.
Who's got cowboy boots?
Nah, bro, Cinco de Mayo, you got to get you some.
Oh, so like that'll be a prop someone has to wear?
I think you should.
But how do you wear cowboy boots on TV? So we're gonna have to
I was just.
Oh, shit. Bro, what's up, man?
What the fuck just happened?
Bro, my man just
Shocked you?
electrocuted me and that shit fucking
Oh yeah,
went
you
up
gotta
my
ground
leg
yourself
into
whenever
my
you sit down and
headphones.
stand up in here.
Holy shit,
Looks like we-
Nick.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
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 Who's that, Ness?
Oh, the Filipino Flash. What's up, champ?
What's up, guys? How you guys doing?
Oh, man, happy to have you in studio. Thank you.
So stuck. Okay, there we go. All right.
Nonito Donaire in the building, champ. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me, man.
No, thank you for coming back and, sitting in the hot seat with us. So how's Vegas treating you?
I mean, great. I mean, I've been here for quite some time now. I think 10 years or so.
Wow.
So I love it out here.
So the heat never bothered you?
I mean, I'm in the sauna most of the time, man. So,
Yeah, when I had moved to Florida and people was like, oh, you're not going to like the heat. And I just figured like, man, my car has AC, the house has AC, wherever I'm going usually has AC. Do you
Right.
find like you actually feel the heat out here?
I mean, when you go out there, like on the summertime where it hits like 119 or something,
Man, 119.
Yeah, so you'll feel the heat coming at you, but I mean, it doesn't really bother me, I mean, like you said, I'm mostly inside the house. You know what I'm saying? If I'm out there picking up the kids and stuff like that, it hurts, it burns, But I mean, it too shall pass kind of thing, like where I'm there, I feel it, but it doesn't bother me.
And do you still do road work when it's that hot, or do you
I don't
probably
do road
treadmill?
The crazy thing is I don't do road work.
So you don't run?
I don't run.
That's so crazy. Deontay Wilder revealed that before the Fury fight. It was something I knew for a long time. He had let me go to at least 7 training camps. And when he revealed that, obviously everyone pointed to that in his fight saying, oh, he is fatiguing and it's because he doesn't run, because he doesn't do jump rope. So what are you doing to, I guess, stimulate what would be the running?
I mean, it's more like strength and conditioning. Things that we use inside that ring, we do like hit work. Hit workout where
high intensity training.
Yes,
training.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So we'd do I don't know, either kettlebell or even plyometrics. Given the 20-10 kind of setup where we're going all out 20 seconds, we're resting for 10, and then we're going all out. Because the boxing is you're not running, for 60 minutes or more. It doesn't work that way. It's a burst of punches, burst of energy, and then you get to hang out here and there, look around, move around. But that's how boxing works. It's like a sprint.
So you've never ran, or you do sprints at least then?
I do sprints. I used to run a lot. I mean, there was a time when I think I was 12 years old. My pops would wake me up at 4:30 in the morning before school. We'd run for 6 miles.
Wow.
Every day was like that, except for the weekends. And I used to wake up with lots of joint aches.
Yeah, man.
My knees are messed up. My back is messed up. Going up the stairs would be painful, and then I just stopped doing it. I just stopped doing it and figured out
How long
a
has
way.
it been since you eliminated running from your training camps? What year do you remember?
Man, I probably in 2010 or so, something like that.
Wow.
Damn, so that's before the Darchinian fight?
No, it was after the Darchinian fight. I fought him in 2007. And I met,
oh my God, has it been that long?
I met my wife, and she did a lot of plyometric work with me and stuff like that, and a lot of that strength and conditioning kind of thing, because they did it in Taekwondo, and it made sense to me. It made sense to me that you're doing this kind of work outside, but you can utilize it inside the ring. Now, when I'm running, I used to just still run, but not as much, at least 45 to an hour, right? when I'm running, even till this day, I would warm up running, like in a treadmill or something for about 10 minutes, and then I'll do a sprint in there. So doing it in the long run, the long distance is where it takes toll on your body.
So not even no mountain work for that elevation. Obviously, we are in Vegas. Everybody may not love it, but it seems like all boxers do run Mount Charleston. So not even like the once a week Mount Charleston run for you, champ.
I used to. I'm the first person to run out there. I'm the one that introduced it to everybody. Back in the days. I don't know how long it was. I'd used to run once or twice just to get up there, but now I just realized that what, it's all in the mind now. When you train your mind, when you train your body physically, everything else is how your mind is working. I think that's where you can fight at your best, because you know how to do your stuff already. At least for me, I know how to do what I need to do inside that ring. But I get my physical through strength and conditioning and all of that stuff. But at the same time, how strong my mind is built is how strong I'm going to be able to fight.
Do you think that you don't run because you're not an aggressive fighter? I know you get knockouts.
I'm aggressive, man.
But you're more of a counterpuncher. You wouldn't call yourself a counterpuncher?
I call myself a counterpuncher, but I do have to get in to that level of the hit zone.
But your heart rate is more relaxed than a Margarito, hypothetically, because he's coming at you, and it's like, you're waiting, boom, and you check left hook someone. You're waiting for that shot.
Yeah.
So you're more pace. It's like thinking where I feel like the aggressive fighter, he already knows what he's got to do. You're in the ring, figuring it out, looking for the opening. The aggressive fighter, he just wants to be all over you.
Yeah, right,
you know what I mean?
No, I know what you're talking about. I am a counterpuncher, but I do sit up. But when I do train, because I have a lot of data for years of data, how high my heart rate goes in training, and it's always about 203, 205.
Wow.
So when it comes down to
what do you use, an Apple Watch, or you got like that? The Garmin?
I got the Suunto. I've always used the Suunto since 2008, I would say. So I have all the data from how, in terms of changing diets, when I was in keto, my heart rate was at 215 or 211, because I was just sustaining a lot of energy going into it, but I did feel that my power wasn't as strong, so I went back to a hybrid type of diet, which is keto and glucose at the same time.
Do you fast at all?
I do a lot of fasting. That's
from
what I do.
What times to what time?
So for me, I think this is because I've read a lot of studies about fasting, and I think this is why I can make any kind of weight, because I can fast for a long time. The longest I've ever done is 7 days, but I feel like I could do more. But on a camp, I would do Sunday. I'll eat at night because Monday I'll spar. But the last time I'll eat on that week is Sunday. And then Monday I don't eat. I'll spar though. I'll have all the strength. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday night I'll eat because I'll start our spar on Friday, and then I'll eat on the weekdays, and then go back that cycle again.
Wait, so you're fasting for days at a time with nothing at all?
With just water. Sometimes I'll put a coffee in it.
Oh, so it's not like a 10-hour, 12-hour fast.
No, it was
day.
like nothing.
Oh,
that's crazy.
Wow. That's actually is. I mean, I'm sure he would know, but I think that's where it started. It's more religious, or at least that's how I learned it. Religious fasting are for 7 consecutive days, but nothing but water.
Yeah.
What I do is like no fasting for 10 or 12 hours a day, only water.
Oh, so that's intermittent fasting.
Intermittent fasting.
Yeah, so you got the intermittent fasting, which is great too, because your body goes into autophagy, which is a process in our system that goes into cleanup crew. They're the cleanup crew. So all the bad cells or the damaged cells or the dead cells, they kind of recycle all that to create new cells. And that's why fasting is such a great way of healing, because you're pretty much giving your time. There's no more digestion. Your body's not working to digest food anymore, but your body's working to heal your body. So that's why I feel like I'm still 21, man.
How do you feel training during?
That's what I was gonna ask. Do you do fasted cardio?
Yeah, I don't have anything in it. Again, that's why I put coffee in there. But again, the Monday, I have all the energy because I ate before, right? So that's what I want to be at is to be able to perform in that ring at 100%. And that's why Fridays and Monday and Friday is or the night before is where I eat. But during those times that I'm fasting, I don't have anything. I'm still training hard. I do feel on a Tuesday I'm still good. On a Wednesday when I start to slow down a little bit, my body is weaker than normal. But I'm all right with that. So I'm using a lot of strategic training and stuff like that. But on a Thursday, that's where I'm at my lowest. And then that night I'll eat, And again, you don't want to go in and eat all kinds of crap, You start off with like soup and vegetables and stuff like that. And so you can, for me, I eat meat the night before a spar or a fight. Because data-wise, that's where I perform the best, yeah.
Since you spoke about sauna use, I don't know if you heard that the BBFC has stepped in and they're going to try and stop the Casemiro fight from happening, allegedly for improper use of the sauna. Have you ever heard of anything like that in the States? And what is improper use of the sauna?
You get me, man. I'm confused with that stuff because, everybody uses sauna. Everybody uses sauna. What do they call sauna? If you have a sauna suit, is that part of it too?
They even have those portable saunas now that we saw a lot of fighters.
It's like a zip up, right?
Yeah, I have one of those. Every time I bring it everywhere. Like when I fought in LA, I brought it with me. I sit there, especially with COVID in the protocols and stuff like that. I couldn't go into the sauna at that time when they used to shut everything down. We'd sit. I bought this thing and I sit there for like hours, and I lose weight.
Did you have to implement things such as this sauna that you weren't doing before the pandemic, but the pandemic kind of forced you to maybe add things to your regimen, to your training plan?
It was always easy for me because the way my body works, but because of the fact that I do fast in my training camps, I've always just kind of rolled with the punches, I never really thought of things. I just kind of figured out that I do need saunas, and if I couldn't do it, I got to figure out how to do it in like sometimes we'd in the amateur days, we'd go in the bathroom, turn on the heat, the shower, and we're shadow boxing in there. We were always figuring something like that. That was you shut everything down. It was like a sauna. It was a steam room. So but we've done that. We've done that all throughout my career, even in the amateur days.
You got to have some tricks of the trade to still be making the weight that you're making at the age that you're making that. And I don't mean that you're old, just in general. It's easier to be lighter when you're younger. But we got Rue in the 504. We do have questions from the people. This is New Orleans. He says, what do you say to the doubters as you continue to remain at the elite level of the division?
Well, just keep watching, One thing I've had in my life is doubters. Everybody always have their doubters, And I welcome that. Because it challenges us. But for me, I just want to let them say, I'll just say that, just keep watching because you'll see more, and it just keeps me going at the same time. So I'm grateful for them too.
Actually, before I move on, since you said that, is it in the back of your mind to maybe outdo Bernard in age? Because
bro, Bernard was like 54 or some shit.
He was 49, I think.
Oh, okay. So 10 more years.
10 more years. Now, it's this. I don't ever really compete myself with anybody or put that place. I got a model in my head. But however my mind or my body says that, hey, you're done, bro, then I'm good. But when it comes down to it, if I can keep going, if I can push it further and further, I'm gonna do it. But if one day I'm just gonna be like, man, I just don't have it in me anymore, then I'm done.
Absolutely. All right, we got another one coming in from New York Bullet. Thank you for being on the show and much respect. Do you have a top 3 favorite victories of your career that are your personal favorite? I'm gonna say for me, Darchinian, Fernando Montiel. Ooh, which other big exciting win? Oh my God, I'm stuck on the third one. Who do you got?
Those two definitely is the first one, the Darchin, because that was my very first one, and then the Montiel was just one of my rides.
I think that one put you on the map.
Yeah,
because the way you iced them, it just went viral back then.
Right. So those two definitely. The third one, I mean, there's a lot of great fights. I can't even think of off the top of my head, man. But I would have to say the Nishioka one because it had a lot of meaning for me.
Oh, yeah.
It had a lot of meaning for me, because
wasn't that a unification?
That was, I think, that was, and it just had a lot of meaning for me because during that time, I thought that was it for me. I mean, if you look back in the telecast, they were saying Nonito is contemplating about retirement after this fight, but somehow, some way, I'm still here.
Yeah, man.
Champ, I'm curious because, man, you fought everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Everywhere. I'm talking about.
No, the definition of a world champion, for real.
Everywhere. I want to know what location was the most memorable for you. I mean, and I'm gonna take the Philippines out because I can only imagine what it's like fighting at home. But I mean, you fought in freaking Guam. Like, I didn't know people lived in Guam other than like military members. It's crazy.
Right. Man,
What was your favorite fight or like place to fight at?
I mean, you can't go outside of the U.S. Japan was fun. Japan was fun because I've always been connected. When I was growing up, I was an anime kid. I love because I couldn't go out. I couldn't really do anything. My dad was like, "You're gonna stay home. You're gonna go to the gym. You're going to school." So that was my thing. So going to Japan and just enjoying and just watching all this other stuff that I kind of saw during my childhood was fun for me.
It's kind of crazy to think because it took out of all the fights in your career, that was your first fight in Japan, right?
Yeah, I mean, I've been to Japan a couple of times. They've invited me and stuff like that, but that was the first time.
That's crazy. Now, June 7th, going back and doing it again, has to be special to go back, right?
It's going to be very, very special. It's going to be very, very special. We're just mentally ready for it. But to go back, and I've always enjoyed it out there, so,
That's amazing. June 7th, we can't wait.
Yep, I got some more still from the people here. We got Alejandro Vega in Florida. No question. I just want to show my appreciation for what you've shown inside the squared circle, showing what it is to be a true teammate by having your wife in your corner. Much respect to you as a father. So just showing you love, champ.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate that, man. That's all we can do for ourselves, man, is do the best that we can. Don't waste any moments in time idling.
We got Dual Ingram in Compton that says, what does the title of old mean to you?
I don't believe in it. I don't believe in it. I think my mind now is I'm getting into a lot of spirituality and stuff like that. And I just started to see that time we are, I guess, when we start to believe in it is when we start to inherit it in our body. For me at this time, like, a couple years ago, about 4 or 5 years ago, a few years ago, I used to wake up with aches and pain, and then I started doing my fasting. I started doing all this other healthy stuff, and somehow, some way, I'm performing even more stronger than I did at my best in the books. I do feel that I'm even better in terms of stamina. I'm better with power as well. I'm back, and when it comes down to it, I don't see age as something that's relevant. I think it's more of the mindset now.
I have Scott, the Christian fight fan. What's up, champ? Thank you for blessing the best boxing podcast on the planet, TBV. There is no doubt in my mind that you will be the first ballot Hall of Famer once you're done. If you're successful against the monster, who will you be gunning for next?
Well, there's another belt on that. Again, my goal is becoming undisputed. And I'm doing it this year.
Did you always have the goal of undisputed, or now because that's become the new hot thing amongst the male boxers, is that something you feel like I might as well go ahead and accomplish that before I hang it up?
No, that's something that's the only thing I have not accomplished. I mean, I've done everything else: become Fight of the Year, Knockout of the Year, Fight of the Year. You know, all of that stuff, you know, multi-division champion. That's the only thing that I don't have. I even have the award as the Mr. Nice Guy award, you know,
first person. You're also, you know, I don't know if they're giving you an award, but you deserve one for being, I believe, the first person to do 365-day VADA testing as well. You started that whole movement. And, you know, others followed suit. You know, Floyd gets a lot of credit for being the guy to, you know, implement drug testing, but you were doing VADA 365 year round from the beginning. So credit to you for that, for helping enforce and encourage other people to be on the clean boxing program. We got James Valdez in San Antonio, Texas. He says, if you could rematch one of your older defeats, who would it be and why that particular fighter?
Let's do them all. Why not? You know, I would say the Rigondeaux one because I felt, I mean, not to take anything away from him, I felt that just the mental was just not on the same level. You know, the moment after I fought Nishioka, you know, and the contemplation of retirement, the mindset wasn't there. You know, I still train hard, but it wasn't to the level where I was taking my due diligence, which is to study the fight. It was just more of like, I'm just gonna try to land a big punch, you know. So I'd like to have that rematch, and you know, and I wish him the best, by the way, because I know something happened to him. You know, I wish him the best. Hopefully he recovers and stuff like that, because that's something that's kind of messed up to happen to a fighter, you know.
Yeah, I don't know if he's coming back to boxing after that, champ. I mean, they said a pressure cooker blew up in his face.
Talking about Rigo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he showed signs of recovery on his Instagram wearing glasses, but I don't know. They said that definitely he had the potential of losing up to 80% of his sight because of that pressure cooker.
Yeah, but I think that would be great. I mean, he's a great fighter, man. Great fighter, very slick. A lot of people don't like his style because of the way he does things, but you know, for the sweet signs, he does well.
We have Catastrophic Havoc. What should we expect to see from you in your next fight? I'd love to see you victorious, and with that giant win, will that be your career finale, or will we see you? Will we see more of Donaire?
I think you'll see more of me.
Of course, you want that unification. I mean, you want undisputed.
I want to become undisputed, and of course, there's the 5th division. You know, at 115 that we can try to go, or just keep going.
Wow.
To go up with Fulton or whoever.
Wow.
You know, so
with Fulton.
I like I said, man, I fight everybody, and I always will fight everybody.
Wow, Fulton would love that, I'm sure, because you know you're a legendary name. Like the last person said, you know, first ballot Hall of Fame, it should be. We got.
Hold on. You can't. Yeah, Fulton got you, but 115 got me, champ. Some legendary names at 15 right now.
Yeah, Chocolatito. That's what I wanted. I didn't. But then you guys announced the monster fight. After I seen his fight, I'm like, man, you and him would be amazing.
Yeah, that'd be great. I mean, we tried to have a negotiation with Chocolatito's team and El Gallo Estrada's team as well. So.
Oh wow.
You know. I just those two. It was just those two was my time. You know, it was just always kind of this way. You know, so
when you say you try to have negotiations instead of this fight, like in place of this fight, you were trying to make it happen, or
when there was an uncertainty and stuff like that, we wanted different options.
Okay,
you know, and we're grateful that we got this fight. You know, I'm really grateful for Mr. Honda making this fight and Richard Schaefer. For allowing this fight to happen, you know, the negotiating with them too, and making it happen, you know. So I'm grateful for that.
We got Adrian Hernandez that says, "What's going on, champ? Watching you knock out Montiel made me fall in love with the sport. What would you do differently if the Inoue rematch happened?"
There's a lot of things to do differently, you know. Just overall, the last time I came in there to fight. This time I'm coming in there to win the fight, you know, meaning that all my arsenal is going to be ready. All my strategy is going to be ready. You know, one thing that I did in the last fight was, you know, I came in there just to fight. You know, I came in there to just hit punches, you know. This time I'm coming in there with intensity, with strategy, with you name it, man. So I'm just excited, man. You know, this is the fight I've been waiting for.
What? After the first fight with the monster, right, with the No Way, what was your thoughts after? Because I felt like I remember being one of those people that set their alarm to wake up in the middle of the night to watch it, but I remember like everybody was overlooking you that fight. Nobody was giving you the slightest bit of chance, and No Way was on a tear up to that point, and then you put up a fight, and you put up a great fight, and it's a close fight, and it goes to decision. What was your mindset after the fight?
Man, right after I got out the ring, I went to the locker room and I'm like, just sat down and I'm like, I can beat him. That was it. I can beat him, you know. And after that, I got back into the gym, like after a little vacation after that fight, maybe about 2 or 3 weeks, got back to the gym and just started to get really obsessed with beating him.
Obsessed. So do you feel like, yeah, you've had 2 fights, 2 victories since, but everything was a step closer to this rematch? Is that how you looked at it?
Well, it was putting myself in there. You know, I tried to just get in the rematch, but it wasn't gonna happen, right? So I needed to get to that step, you know, and beating Obali was one of them because perhaps, you know, he had something to do with it because he wanted to beat him because Obali beat his brother. You know, so, and I was able to do that. So that took notice, I think. But ultimately, I think one thing too is he wanted that fight as well because of how the fight was. You know, when he ran over everybody, I was the one that was a wall that he barely could climb.
I like how he said that, barely.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Everybody was expecting him to steamroll everybody, and you gave him a very exciting fight. We have one more from Israel Weber who says, just sending love for you being in a fight that should make the short list for being the best fight of the decade. Lunch and dinner on me whenever you're next in Oklahoma.
There you go. I appreciate it, man. Oklahoma. I've been to Oklahoma once, I think. You know, I think I got some families there that came in to visit. So I might be out there, man. You know, I might be out there, you know.
Shout out Izzy. But those are all our questions. Any super chats might have came in questions for
Yes, we do have some. We have No Way in Dallas saying, huge fan. With which one of your coaches from the past do you have your best memories with?
I mean, you know, my pops has built me up from the beginning, you know. But aside from that, you know, I would say Robert Garcia because he was like a brother to me, you know. Robert was just, I mean, we're still really cool, you know. So I always support his fighter. So Robert's been, it's like a family to me.
Absolutely. We got Alex Corona saying, I was happy that you got your payback against Vic for beating your brother. That's all he said. So obviously,
fire emojis.
Yeah, thank you.
Champ, I couldn't think. That's been your only rematch up to this point in your career?
Darchinyan.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah, that was it's so funny because I had an interview once and, you know, it was a Japanese interview and he's like, yeah, have you had any rematch? You know, how's it feel to rematch Inoue? It's like, I don't think I've ever had one. I'm like, oh yeah, wait, I did have one. That was Darchinyan.
It was like 2007 and then like, what was it, like 2012 maybe?
15 or something.
Oh, wow.
2014.
Yeah. Years later.
Brandon Lenz from Houston says, thanks for coming on the show, champ. As a person who also used fasting for weight loss, I'm interested to know which method of fasting did you find most effective? And by effective, I mean most weight loss in the shortest amount of time.
Well, definitely the water fasting. The water fasting, I mean, I could lose 10 pounds in like 2 days.
What's water fasting?
That all you do is eat, drink water. That's it.
But that's for days at a time.
Yeah, yeah. Wow. So again,
you worked out.
And I work out. That's the thing is I work out, and I like to see where my mindset is. I think a lot of it is getting my mind to control my body. You know, when my body is saying no, my mind is like, you know what, I got you. We're gonna keep pushing. You know, and this is why, even though how tough fights can be, I'm always gonna be standing, or at least I'm gonna get up. You know, I'm gonna do it. You drop me, I'm gonna get up. You know, as many times. You know, so that's just how I am because I think I built my mindset through fasting and all the training that I do. I built my mindset that my body is not gonna control me.
So from here, you're going to the gym, or because I think you said 11, right? You're usually in the gym at 11?
Yeah, Thursday is my off day.
Oh.
So I'm sparring tomorrow.
Oh.
Usually I'm fasting this time, so I'll start fasting next week, and I go from there. I mean, it's very simple for me because I've done it for years on now. So
Champ, when are you getting to Japan for your fight?
Well, I just actually had talked with Mr. Honda yesterday, you know, because he came in town, and we had a little bit of lunch. And we were just kind of seeing how things are gonna work, how things are gonna look, because I have to be there early on because there might be quarantines and stuff like that, and plus the time difference, you know. So I'll probably come in a little bit early and then maybe set up a couple sparrings in there for the last week.
Okay.
And it's a weird day because it's a Tuesday. I mean, for a lot of people it's a weird day, but for me, I've never fought on a Tuesday, but I grew up watching Tuesday night fight.
We got Coach Myers. This says, did you ever want to avenge the Rigo loss after it happened, or did Top Rank want you to go a different direction?
Well, it was we wanted that fight right away, but it was just more of like I was on a space where am I done with this? But then I was just like,
so you did have a rematch clause?
No, we didn't have a rematch clause. We didn't have a rematch clause. So that's something that I just don't have in my in my contract.
Contracts ever?
I don't think I've ever had a rematch clause.
Holy smokes!
Yeah, it was just more of like, you know what, I believe in me.
I hear you. Bet on yourself.
Yeah. So and again, a part of it, I put myself in that because mentally, I don't, I want to put. It's like the saying, when you take over, an island, you burn all the ship. You just don't think of going back. You just go in there and take over.
Champ,
that is the last one, but I gotta ask, or I wouldn't be who I am. Any fear that the fight doesn't happen? Any fear that what's surrounding Probellum and MTK affects you and your career at this stage? Obviously, with the U.S. Putting a sanction on Daniel Kinahan, many people are speculating that Probellum and MTK are somehow linked. How are you feeling with that? And if you decide no comment, I understand.
Yeah, I mean, there's really no comment because I don't really know what the whole situation is. All I am is if things happen, that means it was meant to happen. It's not gonna bother me. I mean, I'm not in for I need to fight, or I gotta make money, or I just if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. All I know is I'm gonna keep pursuing to get that belt. That's my only goal. And again, I did have that obsession of beating Inoue, and that's what I'm going to do.
Champ, obviously,
So just to be clear, you never met Daniel Kinahan?
No, I don't even know who he is. When people ask me, do I do, about this person, I'm like, who? I thought he said Darren Cunningham. I'm like, I was going to spar him.
Darren Cunningham?
Or not?
No, I swear to God.
You remember who Darren Cunningham?
He wasn't here. He wasn't here for Darren.
Oh my God. He was here. He wanted to fight Mickey Bay because Mickey Bay was his trainer, and he lost the fight with Mickey Bay being the trainer. He said Mickey Bay, froze under the lights. He's like, I want to fight him. That was an epic interview.
I remember Mickey Bay, man, in the amateurs, But yeah, that's the first thing that popped in my head because my wife was talking to some reporters, and he's like, who? Cunningham? I'm like, do they want to spar? Because they've asked me to spar, but I'm like, but he doesn't have the style. So that's what we were talking about, And then it's like, hilarious. I don't know who that person is, when they, So yeah, I've never met the guy, and if I did, I wouldn't know because it just didn't, I don't think
register.
Yeah.
You're good because we got another super chat came in from Corona.
Oh, you could. Oh, another one. Go ahead.
He says, congrats on the monster fight and hope you bring them straps home. And thanks for coming on TBV. Fire emoji a bunch of times with a bunch of gloves. Those are my last. You have anything?
Yeah, champ. I just wanted to know, at this point in your career, 39 years old, multi-division champion, first ballot Hall of Famer, no question. Outside of, because you talked about wanting to be undisputed, that's the one thing you haven't. But when it's all said and done, what do you want to be remembered as?
There's a part of me now that I feel like I'm here for a particular reason. One thing is I want to help people out. I want to help the fighters out, you know, especially with my wife and knowing what she goes through in the contracts and all this other stuff. Because a lot, you know, when I came in to sign the you know, back in the days before I met her, I just signed everything. You know, it was just like one of those kids, and that's something I want to give to the fighters is value themselves and not be screwed, you know. But I think I want to be remembered as a person that inspire other people. You know, I think that's more meaningful to me, and my kids can look into it. That's my papa. My papa was a great fighter. Not only a great fighter, but he inspired people.
Definitely an inspiration to us all, champ. Beyond grateful to have you sitting here with us.
Absolutely.
And
thank you so much.
You know, we can't wait. We hope that a magic little fairy redirects our flight from Australia and takes us to Japan for your fight, because
I've never been to Japan.
Definitely never been.
You love it, man. You love it.
Yeah,
you know,
so.
it's so different. You know, it's very dynamic.
Actually, before you go, I'm being told I should not let you leave without having you sing the Mexican national anthem.
Oh, that's hilarious. I fought so many Mexican, you know, and I grew up with a lot of Mexicans, so you know, I'm gonna say, Mexicanos a grito de guerra.
Started right.
Yo, that's what's up. Shout out to you.
Shout out to you, champ.
To everybody out there, you know, keep healthy, keep safe, man. Do your best. You always have the choice for yourself. Make that choice for yourself. No one else is making that choice but you. So take care, be blessed, and thank you for having me here again, guys. You guys are awesome.
Thank you. We're going to go ahead and take this intermission. Please give out any social media if anybody crazy enough not to be following you, and then we'll go take this picture.
All right. Nonito Donaire on Instagram, and Filipino Flash on Twitter. And then my YouTube, and new YouTube is Beyond the Ring with Nonito and Rachel. That's me and my wife. We're talking about boxing. We're talking about life. We're talking about everything. So follow me on there, too. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, champ.
Viva Mexico, cabrones!
All right.
12 years. I never expected it to turn out like this.
TheBoxingVoice.com.
Shout out to the community, man. I appreciate y'all.
What's happening, people? Info Joe, Los Angeles, in the building.
Adrian, the problem wrong, the man from the frozen tundra.
Keem, straight out of Florida. Liz Lowe, Decatur, Georgia.
You already know what it is. It's the Queen, Martha K, Detroit. Stand up.
David Maldonado, New York City. Yo, Nuss, don't cut me off, man. Don't cut me off.
King Amina of Essex, catch me for them championship rounds.
Big Super Mac, Plainview, Texas.
Davidian in Buffalo. God bless you all.
Jesus' name.
Without Chai, it ain't nothing. Without the callers, it ain't nothing, man.
Bad Girl, TKO, San Diego, California.
Big Fish, Vegas. Palm Beach, Florida. Tree done incredible. Straight out the ATL. James Benitez, Huntsville, Alabama. It ain't hating, it's just the truth.
Show Kid, Mount Vernon, New York, suckers.
SDS Promotions.
Coach Mide from London, UK.
Let's go!
Checking in from Tennessee, it's Lethal James, P-A-Y-N-E. It's lethal.
Line 6 Reed, just spreading that boots gospel.
From Bama, only in America.
Well, I'm a true attestation to the American dream.
King Born, Crown Heights, Brooklyn. You heard? 4 chicken wings and French fries, breakfast and champions. Let's get to it.
JT, New Orleans, Louisiana.
Stuff like that.
Yo, TVV, this Coach J-Mac. New Orleans, Louisiana, 504, baby.
What have you?
C. Y. E.
Like the video, subscribe to the channel, join YouTube members and Patreon for some.
This is the #1 pound for pound and 2 division champion, Marvin the Tank Furman from Dallas, Texas.
Mr. DBC, baby.
LV Southern, from DC to Stunt City, Bomb Squad.
What up, what up, what up, what up? We are back, and we just wrapped up in a fantastic interview with the first ballot Hall of Famer. Shout out to the legends coming through the Breakfast Club of Boxing. Ring Walk was good.
No, man, that was great. Obviously, always a pleasure to speak to the legendary Nonito Donaire.
Yeah, man.
Especially ahead of a huge fight like the one he has with the Monster in Norway. So June 7th, a Tuesday.
Going down.
Going down. Yo,
listen, we're going to be doing a live fight chat tonight.
You ain't never wondered. I didn't want to ask him because I'm sure he doesn't know.
What?
But it seems like all Japan fights are during the week. Like I don't know if you've ever noticed, but he fought Inoue the first time on a Thursday. This time's a Tuesday. When Neri went out there, I remember they were weekday fights. So I don't know. It just seems a little odd, I guess, because we are used to weekend fights. But back in the day here in the States, we did have a lot of fights during the week as well. But yeah, man, great interview. That was a great interview.
Cannot complain. I do believe we have another. Oh, I'm in the wrong thing. Okay, so we have a caller, and it is T in Toronto. What up, Canada?
Yo, what's going on, fellas?
Yo.
Shit, long time, but always listening. I really didn't have much, you know what I'm saying? I was just listening, to be honest. I'm here at work.
All right, bet.
All right, bro.
We have a Cash App that says from Abraham Lopez. He says, that's my fault. He says, Tyson recent video, he put hands on a passenger on a plane. Yeah, we played that. Shout out for being a little bit late, but for giving us the heads up in case we didn't know.
We should have shown Nonito. I thought about bringing it up.
That was a ball drop. You're right. That was a ball drop right there. We should have totally shown Nonito. But it looks like we have someone in the queue. I don't know who are you, but Austin will tell us.
Big Gucci Nick.
Big Gucci Nick, what up?
Yo, what up, Ness?
What up, man?
Shout out to Nonito Donaire, man. That was a great interview. Well, first of all, everybody smash that like button, smash that subscribe button too. You know what it is. Pound for pound, best podcast out there, man. I listen to hours and hours of content every single day, man. Shout out to you guys. But yeah, man, shout out to Nonito. I would consider him. So now, would you put Nonito in the pound for pound list since everybody's got pretty much Inoue like top 5? Like if he beats Inoue,
no question, he's pound like that.
Absolutely,
no question.
Right? Yeah, absolutely. I would definitely put him up there. I think he definitely deserves it. It's a tall task
for 3 of the 4 belts at bantamweight. Absolutely, everything he's accomplished, no question.
Oh, definitely, Danny. You know what the crazy part with the lower division? It is extremely competitive. The best fight the best. So for Nonito to have a world title, the WBC at that, at bantamweight, very competitive. It's super impressive at 40. That's like ridiculous, man. The guy's definitely a legend. Best of luck to him in that fight, man. It's definitely it's definitely going to be the favor, but I think it's going to be a good scrap. Best of luck to him for sure.
No, definitely, bro. The first one was a classic. Can't wait. We appreciate your call.
Alrighty then. That is everybody. Ness GTO, Instagram and Twitter. Catch us on the next one. My name is Nestor Gibbs on TikTok, where I'm blowing up.
Nestor Gibbs on TikTok, the Boxing Voice on all platforms. Let's remind everybody. So tonight we have our typical flagship show, but we will have 2 shows tonight, as it is our 4 p.m. flagship show. That is 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern, which will be followed up by a live fight.
But I think it starts at the same time, no?
I mean, by the time the main event is, unless you want to go live for like 7 hours.
I doubt it's going to be that long.
I mean, main events.
You're on the West Coast.
Yeah, main events out here usually kick off at 8.
On a Thursday, though, I'm sure. But we're gonna definitely call and watch along with you guys the Mercito Gesta versus
Joel Diaz Jr. fight.
Peace.
Ringwalk Danny.